Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Bazzatees and UFC on the World of Sport TV. I might look a little bit fuzzy tonight because unfortunately my camera's decided to break, I think, so I'm having to use the laptop one and it's not the best of quality. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in so far. 24 reviews already watching, which is incredible for our channel. And we've had some comments since 8:30 tonight, even though the show starts at 9:30, Ginger. But we're glad to see you in here, and please don't fight with yourself. We'll do our best to bring you some good stuff. But this is Bazzatees and UFC on the World of Sport. So before I bring the guys in, just very quickly, just to remind you, if you are new to the channel and it's the first time you're watching, you do enjoy the show, please remember the subscribe button is completely free to hit. And we do give away free prizes for everyone who subscribes. We'll be entered into a prize draw for small prizes. And if you want to be entered into the big prize draws, we have a 99p membership for, a month, 99p, and once we get enough members and enough cash built up, we'll be putting that back into the channel, into prizes to give away for paying members only. So 2 ways of winning. Obviously paying 99p a month is the best, and in the live chat there is a $sign. If you hit that, you can donate to the channel that way as well. That would be amazing, and I know everyone who's donated and they'll all get put into the prize draws as well. So let's bring our co-hosts in. How are you doing, guys?
All good.
Yes, I'm so looking forward to this show. So myself and Billy were on Paul's channel last night on the Tomb Review. It was absolutely an amazing show doing the rumour mill. So we're going to try and carry on from where we left off. And I have also been given some information today, which is quite exciting. And some more information came to me literally at 9 o'clock tonight from someone, and I wish she'd give me a little bit earlier so I could have made some more stats and graphics about players, but he just ran out of time, unfortunately. So let's get to those comments. Like I mentioned, just very quickly before we start, there's quite a lot already in here. First of all, there's Ginger's comment from 8:30. Thanks, Ginger. And yes, you're probably right about that not coming on loan because he's worth 30 million and Everton. But Everton have signed a left back, remember. Sally has become a member. Thank you very much, Sally, for doing that. All right, Chippers, these transfers are making me oh God. Joe Linton's in the house. We've got to love it. Evening, Matthew. Thank you very much for joining. Joe Linton again. Evening, everyone. Evening. God, there's loads of them. Truls, yes. Good evening, everyone. The King. It's not the King of Northumberland, though. It's a different King. Michael Hastings. Then now they're talking to Joe Linton. I just want to try and get to the bottom of these if I can, because a lot of them are just all hays and highs and evenings. Hey, Carlos. I'm not even going there. I'm not falling for that tonight. It's been a 12-hour shift and I still saw through that one. Hey, Paul, Michael. Anyone seen Pete Greaves' tweet? Yes, I've seen Pete Greaves' tweet, which is ruining my show. Carlos, thank you for joining us for the first time. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, if you enjoy the content, please consider doing that. But make sure you enjoy the content first, I guess. Baz, do I still watch Windmills? I'm guessing that's something between you and John, that one, mate. Billy's getting a shot.
No, the old windmills, was it? It was windmills, weren't it? The old wind turbine things used to show.
Oh, yes, Andy. Andy still works on them, but he hasn't been there for a while. He hasn't been in any nice places to get some good pictures or 10-second videos. No, I've not been on the sunbed. The lighting's a little bit better today. I think my camera's knackered. I need a new one. Breaking news.
So I'm looking really white today. It's like I'm sick or something. So
you look natural.
It's fresh light bulbs, guys. That's what it does.
Everton signed a right back tonight, bringing their spending into 30 million. Oh, it's interesting.
Yeah,
I hope we don't go for Solanke. Yep, I hope we don't go for Solanke. But I've heard other news. I wonder who Big Greaves is talking about. I do as well, because Pete said there's some names that no one's ever mentioned. So maybe he hasn't watched the show and seen everything that we've been putting out there. Jordi Alba.
Jordi Alba.
I'm still a bit orange. Am I orange tonight?
A bit Donald Trump.
A bit Donald Trump. Jesus Christ. I need to get my camera sorted. I really do. Right. So that's all that out of the way. So let's talk about our first rumour of tonight. So Sam Johnson, apparently we're approaching West Brom tomorrow, looking into sign him. So there's the first rumour that we've not really talked about. So maybe this is one of Pete Greaves' names, because he's never come up anywhere. Now, Martin Dubravka is technically a better goalkeeper. However, Sam Johnson is also a very good goalkeeper as well. As you can see from the little PS5 graph, I love these graphs. He's actually just a tiny bit better than Dubravka on paper. And he's also got age on his side. He's 28, and Dubravka's 32. You know, they both made a lot of appearances. He's even got one assist, so that must have been a long ball up front to someone. Must have been quite an exciting pass that we didn't see. The dartboard, I mean, there's not much to split them, is there, really, when you look at it? Recovery's the same. Shot range is the same. Saves the same. Clean sheets, he's a little bit higher, but he is playing in the Championship. So it's a difficult one to call, this one, guys. Even the stats there for save success ratio, long range saves, close range saves, distribution accuracy, there's not much between them at all. So Dan, I'll come to you first. What do you make of that rumour? Apparently we are approaching them. I've always said if Eddie Howe wants to play out from the back, he needs a new goalkeeper because Dubravka can't use his feet. Is Sam Johnson the answer?
For me, no.
No?
You've got to be aiming higher than that. Like you're looking at the stats there. For me, you're looking at a Premier League goalkeeper that's going to be taking how many shots, and then you're looking at a West Brom team that's higher end Championship.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? So for me, no. Like I like Darlow. I think he's got aspects of his like goalkeeping that he's really good at. He has got things that he's bad at, which Dubravka has. So is he an upgrade on Darlow to start with? That's where I would start with. Is he an upgrade on your second goalkeeper before you look at the first? That would be that would be the way I would look at it. Like.
Well, that's a very valid point, to be fair. The reason why I did it against Dubravka is because that's who you'll be taking the spot from.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Because you don't want to sign a goalkeeper just to sit on the bench, do you? I suppose.
No.
Jade, what's your take on it?
No, I agree with Dan. To be fair, he is no better than Darlow, so he's not an upgrade. He's on par, and he's playing in a lower league with a better defense following in front of him in that particular league. You need to be looking at the second keeper down. Is he going to come in and take Dubravka's place? That's who I meant, Dubravka.
Not Darlow.
Is he going to come in? Yeah, not Darlow. Scratch all of what I just said because that was completely irrelevant.
You don't agree with anything I just said?
Yeah. Is he any better than Dubravka? We'll go again. No, he's on par with Dubravka. Is he better than Darlow? Yeah, probably ish. Just if he's not going to come in and take out Dubravka's place, what's the point in going heads and tails for him? If he's not miles above, do you know what I mean? You need somebody who's going to come in and not only take Dubravka's place if you're looking for a goalkeeper, but make it so that he takes that place. He's a strong number one. Dubravka sits on the bench, and then we ship off one of the other three.
Yeah.
You don't come in and bring in a keeper to sit on the bench who's no better than the keeper who's in your starting lineup. Surely, if you're going to go out and buy one, it's to upgrade.
On the bench as well. Do you know what I mean? I think he has aspects as he's probably better than Darlow.
I don't like Darlow. I'm not going to lie to you.
I
don't like Darlow. I'm not going to sit here and agree with you that I think that Darlow's a great shout. If we're going to bring in a keeper, it's to put Dubravka as a backup. Bring in a number one, and Darlow goes.
Yeah, potentially. Billy, though, like we've mentioned about tactics and about Eddie Howe, he wants a goalkeeper who can play with his feet. So is Johnson better with his feet than Dubravka is? And does he get in because of that? Because he's a ball-playing goalkeeper? I'm not seeing enough of him to make a decision.
Yes, he is. He's a footballing goalkeeper. But you've got to just look at the international record. He's played 3 times for England. That puts him a million miles ahead of Carl Darlow, doesn't it? Let's be honest.
Oh, yeah. Huge.
I mean, I know goalkeeper isn't the greatest position England have got, but I mean, Carl Darlow's never going to play for England as long as he's got his hole up his backside. Let's be honest. Sam Johnstone, I kind of agree. I kind of don't think he's that much of an upgrade if he is an upgrade on Dubravka, but he has the actual ability to play the way Howe does. So maybe it fits Eddie Howe's system. Well, in fact, I know it fits Eddie Howe's system more than Martin Dubravka does, and that's probably why we're linked with him. But I kind of agree that maybe there are better alternatives to be aiming for if we want to upgrade the goalkeeper.
Well, apparently, according to HP and Hines, we're making an approach for him tomorrow on the next 48
I mean, look
hours.
at his career. He's been on loan from Manchester United between 2011 and 2018.
Would you not?
So he was at Man U, but he was on loan to Oldham, Scunthorpe, Walsall, Yeovil, Doncaster, Preston, Villa, before he went to West Brom. And that was on the back of a good season he had at Villa in the Championship.
Yeah,
had a fair season. They got promoted. West Brom had a fair season there, but they got relegated. But he had a fair season for West Brom while they got relegated, which means he had a lot of work to do and did a lot of saving and stuff. But again, is he really a massive upgrade on Martin Dubravka? The way he plays, possibly.
Yeah.
Would you not much rather prefer to go for like a Henderson or Pope?
Pope, no. The reason why I'd say no to Pope because he can't play with his feet. I would say yes as a goalkeeper for shot stopping and stuff like that. He's unbelievable, claiming crosses because of his size. But he's the same as Dubravka. He's a giraffe when it comes to the ball at his feet when we're trying to play out from the back. He's a disaster waiting to happen. So yes, Henderson though, and he has been linked in the past, and we have mentioned him a few times. But apparently, obviously, 6-month loan for him. But we don't want to be. Do we want to be loaning a goalkeeper and maybe not loaning another player that we need? So there's the other argument in it, and apparently Sam Johnson's available to buy, so and probably quite cheap. Yeah. I know money does no object, but there's got to be a business plan to it as well. They don't want to just go out and throw loads of money at it, and maybe they see him as a number 2, maybe to Dubravka rather than Darlow or Gillespie, and Woodman's still not really there yet, is he? So, and I like Woodman. I feel sorry for him, but he got thrown lamb to the slaughters, didn't he?
He was a bit, yeah.
Playing beyond that defence with Steve Bruce tactics, encouraging him to come on to him.
Exactly.
Always going to be a disaster waiting to happen, wasn't it, for a young goalkeeper making his first Premier League appearances? I think he'll come good in the end, Woodman.
I think
give him time.
Hallmarks. Yeah, he's a young keeper. He's got plenty of time to come.
Yeah.
All right, there's loads of comments came in and I've lost where we were because it's jumped right to the bloody bottom. So I'm trying to find out where we were. There's about 70 odd comments. I'm not falling for that one, Joe Linton, so I know where was there.
Guys, at least give it half hour in before you start firing these names out.
At least I'm still orange. Yep. Barrio Camera is fine. You were really orange. Yes, I was orange the other night. That was terrible. I was right under the lights and my camera was terrible. I hope I haven't missed anyone. Apologies if I do, but we'll try and fly through these before we get to our next rumour. Johnson sent off today. Was he? That's not good. Buy him, then he's suspended. People are saying rather go for Henderson. I do as well. Oh, really? He's a really bad keeper. Well, Howe doesn't think so. So
I think he's a really bad keeper.
He's not a bad keeper. He played for England. You don't, international goalkeepers. Maybe Scottish, of course, ain't bad.
Nigel Martin.
Yeah, no disrespect to any Scottish people.
Yeah. He's a good shot stopper and he's good with the ball. Exactly. I think that's what I was looking for. Is someone who's good with the ball, isn't he? Hey, Michael, happy New Year. Brilliant. Good shot stopper, but doesn't command his box.
Steve would know because he was at Villa for a year or two.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, Caitlin. Or not. Johnston, no better than what we have. He is. He's better than Darlow. Or we believe he is because we've covered it. Wouldn't mind if he was a few years younger. Yeah, true. I mean, 28 still young for a goalkeeper. Your keepers go to about 36, don't they? So still 8 years in him. Yeah. It is. He's still got probably 4 years in him to defend. So,
John
Jesus Christ. Let's get Tim Howard in. Can you remember Tim Howard? Brilliant. Darlow's terrible. We have covered Darlow's terrible, don't worry. And he's not terrible. I mean, he played above his average, didn't he? Like way above his average at once. And that's why he kept Dubravka out. But then those mistakes started slipping in again. And that's why, we're all crying for Dubravka to be put back in the team. Just so you know, guys, I've got the eye on the darts as well. So we'll keep you updated with the score if you like your darts. And for all it is, World of Sport TV, and we do love other sports. What else we got here? So a lot of people are saying Johnson's better than Darlow, which I think we covered quite well, didn't we? Sam Johnson is big. On Monday night, Joe Linton. Just wait for tomorrow night. I'm gutted I'm missing that. Hi, everyone. Gillespie needs to go. Yes, he does. Everyone agrees with that, don't
they?
Yeah.
What was the stats against Woodman? I haven't got them, unfortunately, I'm afraid. I tried to get some stats on Barbosa because apparently we're after him as well, and bloody the app wouldn't work. I was gutted. Or did I get them? Was it somebody else? I can't remember now.
What's his first name? That's Barbosa.
Oh,
Gabriel.
Gabriel
yes.
Barbosa. Yeah, I tried to get some stats on the website and it didn't work.
Yeah. He used to be my football manager team all the time, And then when he was in the town, I was like, "This is a bit surreal." This he was unbelievable.
Exactly. Darlow's he was never one of the best goalkeepers in the world, Matthew. I'm sorry, in the Premier League. I meant might as well be the world because we are the best league in the world. Hate rules. We're near the bottom. Hey, Cardolo reached his limit. He did reach his limit, and then he started making mistakes again. The problem we have in Johnson can't command players who are above his ability, and defenders look to their keeper. I don't know enough of them.
I think that's true in what he was saying there, though. Like they do, though.
Yeah.
The defenders look to the keeper for a bit.
Oh, damn right, they do. Yeah, organisation, command in the box, all that sort of stuff. Do you know what it is, though? If we get all the players that we're talking about getting, we're not going to need a goalkeeper. We're not going to get the ball off one.
Let's be honest, there's a ball available.
It seems that it appears a link with overpaid players at big clubs just seems like a lazy journalism. Of course, it's lazy, and it's
we're a prime target for that at the moment, aren't we?
Exactly.
Let's face it.
Jesus Christ.
Easy.
A lot of agents.
They love it. They're linking everyone with us just because at the moment they can. So
there's two Gabriel Barbosas, right? And I went to the first one on Wiki, and he's absolutely dog shit. On loan installed, no appearances, one game in 10 years. I thought, fuck, we don't want him, do we? But now I found the right one.
You found the right left-footed monster one that we won from.
Yes, I found the right one now. Jesus,
I remember and all. It's a league he's in, isn't it? It's not
yeah.
He's played. I think he played in Europe. He's played in Europe before, hasn't he?
Yeah, he played for Inter Milan. Yeah,
and he didn't do too good, which slightly put us off. However, he was a beast for me on Football Manager, so I'm going off that. That's all I can go off.
Ward from Leicester is a better shout, in my opinion. Oh, I'm not.
Danny Ward,
That's a good shout.
Eddie Howe is afraid of signing big. No, he's not. Come on. Oh, yes. Gillespie needs to go. Woodman needs loaned out. Yes, I agree with that. Spot on, Trules. Are we going to get someone like that?
Mesley's horrendous. Absolutely horrendous.
Mm-hmm.
Chris, you put in your place there, Ginger. We've had the Ken Barlow joke already. It's okay, Thomas. I'll forgive you. Thank you. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everyone, again, because obviously there's a lot of people that we've not seen since. So Merry Christmas as well, of course.
How old was Van der Sar when he finished? It was like
instant point now. The modern day keeper might not be able to play as long because, as we're saying now, you've got to be able to play football. So
Van der Sar was good. Van der Sar is still good in his later days of playing even still playing football. Do you know what I mean? Now he played like 38 or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah. 40. I think most goalkeepers, some goalkeepers have gone to. Alan Robertson, thanks for subscribing, mate. Really appreciate that. What about the PSG? Their Italian national keeper can't get a game.
Donnarumma.
Yeah.
Navas keeping him out then at the minute, is he?
Yeah.
I think he has been.
How many number 2s we're going to sign?
Thing is, Navas will be retiring soon, won't they? So they'll be looking at Donnarumma to step into that.
Learn a bit.
We need defenders. We'll come on to that. Baz at the start of the season, he was from Wise. Was he?
Who's you on about?
Get that one. I don't know. I'm confused. It's very easy to confuse me tonight. Get off that one. Barry, why don't we send a young goalkeeper? Well, because you want an experienced one. We've got a young one already in the squad, and we think he's going to be excellent given the chance in the future. Trippier. Right. We're almost near the bottom now. Our horses are really bad. Dyed head, belly, dyed yellow.
Oh, don't want him then.
on appearance, we don't want him. But you wouldn't take Joe Linton looking like that, though, would you? I love it. Right, agreed. Joe Linton, we're nearly there. Get Paul in goal. I just get really angry. Blow the ball away with his rants, wouldn't he? He's one of the best technical keepers on the ball. A bit like Claudio Bravo, but both his keepers are actually pretty shite. I mean, this is the thing. Some keepers.
I never liked Claudio Bravo as a goalkeeper.
No,
I didn't read him, so
I agree. Right, you ready for the next player?
Yeah, let's have it.
Yes,
right.
Hit it with us.
Oh, Sven Botman. Another one again. Contact will be made tomorrow.
Oh, what a player!
Yes.
I got really excited expecting a new name. All right. And I've read this name a lot the past month, bro. So this better be good.
No, but you've read it. He is being contacted tomorrow. We're fighting AC Milan for the signature.
However,
we hold all the aces, and I'll tell you why. Because AC Milan want to pay in drips and drabs. Yeah. We're happy to go. There's 30 million.
Yeah.
So contact
me
tomorrow.
Is 30 million a buyout clause?
They're just in trouble.
They just need money. They're just in a lot of trouble financially.
So the 3 players we're talking about now. So the first one, the goalkeeper, Botman, and then the next one, as far as I'm aware, there's a very good chance they're going to be wearing a black and white shirt by the next home game. This is what I've been told. So Sven Botman is almost as good as done according to HP and Heinz. And I think it's a
CPB.
Yeah, exactly. And plus, Eddie Howe rates Jamal Lascelles as apparently our best centre back at the club, so it's a good one to go up against. And as you can see straight away with our little PES, or FIFA, however, I'm sure it used to be PES that did that.
It was PES.
Yeah, PES. Yeah. So the graph shows that Botman is just a class above. He's only 21. Mm-hmm. You know.
That's what I like about him. I think he's a future captain if he signs.
Exactly. He definitely is.
Yeah.
He looks a beast.
Yeah.
You know, he's even scored 3 goals and 5 assists. So he gets into the box and wins headers and scores goals. We'll go to the next bit of information on them. So there you go. So this is very interesting. And this again puts me in the bracket of Lascelles has had more to do than what Botman's had to do. But if you also look at the tackles and the recoveries, he hasn't had to do it as much because he reads the game so well. His clearance is 12%. But again, both stats for both players look very good. It's just I think Lascelles has had more to do being a Newcastle defender than what Botman's had to do being a Lille defender in France. Yeah. These are obviously very interesting, as you can see. Botman's just all over him in long pass accuracy, passing accuracy in own half, passing accuracy, not positions half, dual success ratio. He's basically on top of everything. Tackles won, more tackles in a season, more passes, 85% complete to 78%. So that's very important when you're playing out from the back. That you can actually find a pass. Shots are up there. Dribbles down, but he doesn't dribble. I don't know how Lascelles has even got dribbling on there, to be honest with you, because he doesn't dribble with the ball either, does he?
Never seen him run with the ball.
He knocks it
Exactly.
about 5 yards in front of him and hopes for the best, doesn't he?
Exactly. Neither players cross the ball, which doesn't surprise me. In the aerial duels, he's 4% higher on that as well. So just looking at that straight away, you know we've got a right player on our hands if we can get him through the door, Billy.
Oh God, yeah.
It's yes.
You can actually connect it to Manchester City when they saw Vincent Kompany. It's that same sort of player.
Yeah.
He's a young lad. The Dutch think he's the new Van Dijk, so you can't get any higher praise than that. Get him in the door. What a fantastic young player he is, and reads the game. He's mature for 21-year-old too, and he's only going to get better. So 100%. Absolutely, what a fantastic acquisition he'll be.
Yeah.
If and when, or when I should say. So.
When HP and Hines says when.
I would think you should be saying daddies in your present predicament rather than HP and Hines.
Fair enough. Jade, what do you make of Mr. Botman?
Get him in. Get him in. Yeah. It's just very, very simple. If we can get him, ahead of AC Milan, who are also now being linked in with him, get him done. Exactly like Billy said, it's exactly very similar to the Man City takeover when they come in and they got, your Vincent Kompany's and things in. They were young, strong. They built that foundation. That is exactly what Sven Botman can be for Newcastle, is that young, strong spine of the defence, future captain. He is an absolute tank. So, they want 30 million for him. Here's your 30 million. Sign him up.
Yeah. I've never been so excited about a centre-back in my life since Philippe Albert, really. And I wasn't even excited when Philippe Albert signed because I never even heard of him when I was that young. But when I watched him play, he was immense. I've just got so much admiration for Botman after seeing what I've seen on. I know I've only watched him on YouTube, but just
and I've seen the size from some awful defenders over the years. But
exactly,
you look at his name and another couple of other names, and you just think, just get them in. It just changes everything around the foundations of that team. Get it done. Don't play. Exactly. Get him in.
Dan, what do you make of Botman? You on the same level as us?
Honestly, I hope it comes off. I really do. When I seen the AC Milan links and that, you start to think, oh God, huge teams coming from. It was a game with the Chelsea links with Trippier, and then you start to think, hang on a second, we are still a big draw, regardless how we look at it. I might be 19th in the league or wherever we are in the league, right? We're not that far adrift. And then if you start to think of the project that they can put in place in front of these players, Trippier 31, he's still got a good few years in front of him. Simeone fucking rates him, so do you know what I mean? Why? I've seen all these other fans giving all the shit online about signing him and that. If Simeone rates him and saying he's an exceptional talent, I'll take him at me fucking club, mate. Do you know what I mean? There's just he's no comparison to what we've got. He's a levels above. If he can put a ball in like that or score a free kick like he did in the Euros, and then he screamed like I did, I'll take that every day of the week.
Yeah, exactly. Relegation clause is probably holding up the deal. That's why it hasn't been done yet. But again,
JS wants to come on. John wants to come on. Send him a link.
Yeah, go for it.
I can't do it because I'm on my phone, but...
Oh, right, don't need to do it.
Yeah. I can do it, actually, now I think about it. Can I? No, I can't. I've got 3 minutes while you do it.
I'll do it. So Mr. Sinclair wants to come on.
He does indeed.
That'll be his 100th show today.
It would be, yeah. Did you see his tweet about me? Do you see the cheek? I'm apparently the master of streams. I was like, John, you've done 460 on your channel and I'm about to hit 300.
I got picked up for doing 2 in one day. When I realised he'd done 4 in the same day as I did my 2, I was like, hang on, lads.
He just finished the watch along from the Yemen 2nd Division, so he'll be ready to come on now.
Right, here we go. I could crack a few a few Usman jokes tonight, I suppose, if John comes on. But yes, that could be holding the deal up. But I have heard again.
You could, Baz.
Let's get the guitar out. Let's get a sing-song on. Donkey Lascelles. Well, apparently Eddie Howe loves Lascelles, doesn't he? So
Guitar out. Let's get
evening,
Here's the man
the king
himself.
of streams.
Yo.
Hey!
Hello.
Way, what's Jade trashing?
Hey!
I'm trashing my house. That's just.
Is that
Let's
the
keep
effect
going,
that has on
let's I can't get the players' names right tonight. I'm breaking my house apart. It's all going wrong. I should have had a beer.
So John comes on the stream and Jade goes a little bit crazy.
Who's for John?
John,
I don't know what
are
name
you
he's going to call me tonight. That's what it is.
Exactly. I'll call it Princess.
John, are you still watching the show on another device, mate?
Are you still watching the show on another device, mate?
I can still hear it. Mr. Sinclair, everyone. Mr. Sinclair.
He's out of Sinclair.
Yes. You must be
brilliant.
watching it on the laptop while coming into the stream at the same time. I've done it before myself, to be fair. So Eddie must have been drunk when he said that. Jonathan, you love the Capitals, by the way.
I think that's
You
unfair,
noticed
though. I mean, let's be honest. When Lascelles has played the way he can play, which is not played from the back and all that, like against Man United, he looked outstanding.
Yeah,
Only when he
yeah.
tried to play from the back, he looked tight.
I think under Rafa he played great. I don't think he's quite been the same since.
Like
If he can get him, I
outstanding.
think he could play.
Only when he tried to play from the back, he looked tight.
I think under Rafa he played great. I don't think he's quite.
John, you still got it on. Yeah. Are you playing the show on the laptop, mate?
Oh, not mate. Nah.
That's all right
better.
now.
That's
Mike
better.
got you.
It's gone.
Way. How are you, John?
I'm great, man. How are you doing? You good?
I'm good, man. So what do you think of Botman?
I think it'd be a great signing for us. I've heard you guys saying the same thing. It'd be a fantastic buy. I think Jay made a good point. I mean, Milan's going to pay installments, and we just paid him only £30 million. But, I mean, Milan are definitely after him as well, apparently, according to Nicola, whatever his name is. But listen, I think it'll come to us, but it's a relegation clause they want in the contract as well, so in case get relegated.
Well, you can't blame him for that. I mean, he is playing in the Champions League for Lille. And I know they're desperate for money and want to sell him. And we've got the money to buy him outright straight away, where AC Milan want to pay in drips and drabs. So you can't blame him for having ambition. He doesn't want to play in the Championship. So give him his release clause. Let him do what he wants.
Absolutely. I mean, I'll just say, look, we just don't give him what the contract he wants. I mean, I don't agree with the relegation clause, sort of. I don't agree with it. But on this instance, I think, well, go and get him in. I mean, if he wants to come in, do it, because look, he's going to be a fantastic defender in the years to come.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I'd take him all day long. I mean, he improved the defense, and
yeah, he will.
And let's be real. I mean, I think players he can actually teach Lascelles how to be a better defender because he's that good. I mean, the guy is quick. He can read the game. He can bring the ball out from the back. I mean, he's aware as well. Awareness as well is great. And he's a Dutch international. So if you can get him through the door, that will be fantastic. I'll take him all day long.
The King's in. Everyone bow to the King, please. The King is in. The King is in.
The thing is, if we sign players of this ilk, like your Botmans and that, relegation release clauses are fine because we're not going to go down with that quality of player with the side.
Exactly.
It's as simple as that.
Do you think it'll affect their performance, though, if they get that in? Because as far as they're concerned, even if we do go down, they're not going to care because they're going to get out. So
yeah, but
that
you've got
back
to
in their
think
heads?
if we stay
Do you
up.
know what I mean? If you think about it, is that going to affect them?
There'll be bonuses to stay up, and plus pay rises, that kind of thing. We're the people with the money, aren't we? So,
plus a lot of them are going to be looking for a place in the World Cup team, so they're going to have extra incentive for that 6 month. If they can play like a shithouse and get us kept up, and then and like you're gonna, it's gonna help with the cause.
Oh, damn.
I love it. I get your point about that, but what you got to think about as well is, would the player want to then move to another club again as well. So what happens if he gets himself settled? I know 6 months is not long, really, in a footballer's life.
Well, yeah, 6 months isn't long. Many players do it, have a great 6 months, and then everything changes, or they don't come in and they don't because they don't settle fast enough. They want to go back. So,
but how many players?
I don't want a negative spin
Newcastle,
but you got to look at it from
months?
both aspects.
Oh,
you have to, you know, you have to look at both sides of the coin.
Oh Jesus, it's terrible. What's Trippier said, but yeah, I totally get what you're saying. I just think, look at Willock. He fell in love with Newcastle, didn't he? And he ended up
I don't like the clauses because to me it's like it's a get out clause.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a cheap way that they can just be like, okay, bye. And I don't like it. It makes me feel uneasy when players start asking for those.
Yeah,
but that's we're in there, isn't it? We've got to hand them out to get them through the door.
My Caps are best asked. Oh God. I think the attitude stems from wanting away from Arsenal, not getting the moving up. Yeah, they're all trying to talk about Aubameyang, who he is sort of on the radar, but there's nothing concrete about him yet. Honestly, I'm see what Paul was talking about last night. Joe goes in a complete meltdown if he's not streaming. Yes, he does. I'll have to come back to the comments and try my best, guys, to try and get you all in. But very quickly, while we've got 95 watching, which is the highest we've ever hit on this channel, so thank you very much for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. It is completely free, and we do free prize draws for everyone. Over at 101 now. That's the best we've ever had. It's just amazing. And if you do fancy, being a member of the channel for 99p, you get entered into some big prize draws that only paying members will be privileged to. So, thank you very much, everyone, for watching so far. Are we ready for the next one?
Yes.
Yeah, get it up.
I don't think there's any surprises, is there? It's Trippier.
I've never heard of him.
I've never heard of Trippier before. But yes, Kieran Trippier is literally, I've got an announcement for you after we've gone through his stats and that. Again, we did cover this last night, but Paul didn't get to upload those pictures because of his 1 megabyte internet. So I think it's nice just to see the stuff as well. I'll take Jules' comment off because you can't see it properly. There we go. So an SP of 54 is really good, by the way. So 70 is like world class. 60 is outstanding. And then anything under that or just or near it is very, very good. And as you can see by his Pez little graph, he's absolutely all over Mancure. Now, I do like Javi because he is solid, but Trippier's on another level. Yes, he's a little bit older, but he's an international. These free kicks, his assists, his goal scoring rates and all that sort of stuff are absolutely fantastic. He hasn't had a great season at Atletico Madrid, but he has been injured. And he does want to come back to England. So I wouldn't look into those stats for this season too much. Obviously, Javi's done a lot better scoring at Old Trafford, and he's also got 2 assists this season. But again, he can play left back, and Javi can play on the right. So, there's more to his game than just being a right back. So there's a lot of people saying straight away when we get him in, when he comes, should we throw him the captain's armband as well? So that's an interesting take on him. Here goes the little graph. As you can see, Javi is very good at tackling, but not very good at anything else. And as you can see, Trippier is a more all-round player with his tackles, his aerials, his interceptions. He's a better player, really. Again, those stats are from this season, so I wouldn't look into them too much. But and just so you know, in the darts, right is 2-0 up on Anderson, which could be a bit of a shock, but not a shock in my eyes. And then the final graph. Again, I'm not looking into it too much. Stats can mislead you sometimes, but we know the quality of Trippier, don't we, John?
We do. I mean, we've spoken about it so many times. I mean, you just said it there. I mean, his free kick's fantastic. He bombs forward, got a lovely cross on him as well, and his scores are good as well. And he can actually defend properly, and he leads as well, and that's the most important thing. So we get him through the door. then that'll be a fantastic start for us to kickstart our transfer business and that sort of thing. So once you get him through the door, they'll be thinking, wow, you played for Atletico Madrid, played for Spurs as well. I want to join this club as well, man. And that's that sort of thing. But listen, I mean, he'll do bits. Yes, he's 31, but let's take notice of that. He is a damn good player, and he's in England, international as well. So I mean, bring him in, and it'll be a start.
Yeah, it would be a good start, wouldn't it, Jade?
Yeah, absolutely agree. We've known the name for a while. Obviously, he's been probably one of the most spoken about names is Trippier. Yeah. Everyone knows his quality. We've all seen him play in the Premier League. We've all seen him play for England. We all know that he's a fantastic right back. So, yeah, absolutely get him in. Definitely put him in. I wouldn't, like I said, wouldn't look too much into this season. He did miss about 6 to 8 weeks. He dislocated his shoulder right at the beginning of the Spanish season. So he missed a good portion of that. So those particular stats for this season, I wouldn't read too much into because he hasn't really played. But in the games that he has played, he's been completely solid. If you watch it, you know that he's absolute quality. Absolutely get him in. And a captain's armband, why not?
I can't disagree with any of that. Can you, Billy?
No, definitely not. As everyone said, he's a world-class right back, and Connor made the point last night that we've never had one before, and I was kind of interrupted by Paul saying Warren Barton. Warren Barton was a fantastic Premier League right back, but only 3 international caps. You can't compare that with Kieran Trippier's World Cup semi-final and European final also. So, yeah, experience at the highest level, quality defender. Also, him playing would give the people playing in front of him more freedom to play as well, instead of having to come back all the time. It's win-win in every single situation on the pitch for me. Will be a fantastic signing. I'm guessing it's going to be done tomorrow or the day after, isn't it?
Yep, without a doubt. What about? Oh, wait a minute. There we go. Yep, Dan. What about you, mate?
I'll just echo what I said before. Like if
thank you, left back. Yeah.
If Diego Simeone's like coming out and saying like he's an exceptional talent, to be like he's gonna be good at the losing. I'm gonna take that comment all day of the week. Like,
yeah, definitely.
Who are we like turn around and saying, "Oh, Simeone's starting trade." Simeone's starting. You know what I mean? Like, he's an unbelievable manager, and if he rates him as like a fullback, like I'm gonna like sit here and say, yeah, I can't wait till he's wearing a black and white shirt. He's there sticking a top in free kick. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In Southampton and like drinking all the salty tears.
Exactly. He's a first teamer for Atletico as well. Do you know what I mean? When he's fit.
Yeah.
He's first team choice right back. So
he was in the Liga.
Absolute banging shout if we can pinch him. Of course it is.
Yeah. He was in the team of the Liga, like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, he was.
So like he's come to a relegation threatened side. Like it's not going to happen. Like if we get the signings like we're talking about, there's no way we're getting relegated. We're not that far adrift. The media are just like putting this perspective on that like we're so far adrift. We're going to bring it down. Like it's not happening. Like
one game. It's one game.
One game.
Exactly.
You ready?
I said this from the first show onwards. It's one game.
One game.
Are you ready?
Cool.
Are you ready?
Is this actually new? This one?
Are you ready?
All right, go. Hit us with it.
I like that.
I like that now. Like,
wow.
There we go.
4.5
This was sent
years
to me. This was sent to me at 9:00 tonight. It's done. So forget about thinking about stealing them. According to this, boom, on a 4-year contract as well. So that's a bit of a. It takes him to 35. So he's going to finish his career at Newcastle. And Heinz and HP have spoken.
That is.
It's a done deal.
I can't believe you're putting this out on a show that I'm on, because if this goes like absolutely tits up now, my face is on this show that you put this out there,
Hey, this is why we risk our reputations doing
Jay,
shows
cover yourself
like
up.
I've only just started my reputation, mate. You're already burning me out.
No, it's just Jay. It's all right.
There's a good point there. So Leeds won today was a good result. I said draw, but then looking at it again, we only need to catch Watford, don't we?
I think it's a good result. Yeah. That's the team. It's one game now between us and them. We win. Yeah. They drop down and we go up. Yeah. But there you go, guys. You've seen it first. Breaking news on Sport TV.
Yeah. So basically, they're the 3 players that should be wearing a black and white shirt by the Watford game, including the goalkeeper as well. So those 3 that we first mentioned. There is another one that is highly linked, who we'll talk about again. So Ousmane Dembele is massively on the radar. I've got a lot of other names to go through, but I don't have the stats for them, unfortunately, because I didn't have the time to do it. But Dembele is very, very high on the list. We spoke about him last night. As you can see, I know, Billy, he's only a forward or a winger or whatever you want to call him, but according to this, he's a forward. So he goes against Dwight Gale. He is far better than Dwight Gale. If we can get this lad in and keep him fit, surely he's got to be an asset. You know, he's only 24. He's got bags of pace. He can finish. He's everything that Dwight Gale used to be when he was younger in the Championship, but he can do it at a higher level. As you can see from that graph, again, you know, goals, chances created, shots on target, all massively higher than what Dwight Gale could ever produce for us. And all the stats, again, prove he's a much better striker. So look at that dartboard again, though, man. Touches in the opposition box. He actually gets onto the ball, you know. He's not scared to receive it into his feet. He's not scared to take on players. For me, he really is a player that we could really look towards and maybe pull away from the relegation battle when we've got the likes of Watford coming up, Southampton coming up, Crystal Palace, you know, winnable games. He could tear them apart potentially. We'll start with you, Jade.
Back in the day, if we were doing this kind of thing now, would you be doing comparisons of Keith Gillespie to Andy Cole? Because that's the kind of thing we're looking at here.
Right, he's a winger. This guy's a forward, and he will play up front.
If you think about it, if we're going to be playing the 3 up front that we have been playing, right?
Yeah, they'll play the right.
Right, it could be very similar to the Man City 3, where you know you have your 3 and they rotate between, you know, right, left, centre, and you're just going to swap it in and out. If we're going to do it that way, it works. You know,
definitely.
When he's fit, he's absolute quality. There's no disputing that. Yeah. The guy he's a beast, and he's so quick, and he's got such a great end product to him.
Yeah,
it's the keeping him fit. If we can do that, there is no doubt in my mind he gets in that front 3. Him and ASM would be absolute fire. Yeah. Like that's defenders' nightmares. You know, they are haunting the Premier League. Yeah. If we can keep him fit.
There's no reason why we can't do a Man City, play 4-3-3, play Almiron, play Dembele, and play SM.
It could work if you play with it in that triangle. You know, have them rotating. Man City's doing it now. You know, and it looks unbelievable the way that they move around. You know, you don't know which one's going to be running that yet, and you've got the 3 of them up there all doing it. Yeah. So there's no reason that couldn't work. I'd say if you can keep him fit, get him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dan, what about you?
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same, right? I've seen something about Man City's like strength and conditioning. So basically, like they don't have like they have so little muscle injuries. It's like unbelievable. If you can get someone in like that who can work with someone like Dembele, like bring him in, because like he is like injury prone and he's not going to be able to replace Wilson at all. Like he's not that type of player. We need obviously need someone else for that position. However, he's going to offer a hell of a lot more than what we have at the minute, other than Maxi on the wings. You know, that's where he is.
Cool, John.
Only issue I've got with Dembele's injuries, that's all the issue I've got. But I think he's a fantastic player, sort of thing, and I'll take him. I'll definitely take him. And we've got 19 games left. If you can play like 10, 12 of those games, look after him well, and you stay up, they'll be well worth it. And he's on something like, he's on a colossal amount of money a week, by the way, as well.
Yeah. He is. He's on a massive contract, 20 million a year or something like that. Yeah.
Oh my God! No wonder Barca's in debt.
Listen, they need to get rid of players as well, because I read today that they can't get Ferran Torres can't officially.
I was going to say
because their wage bill exceeds the fair play of what the La Liga is, so they need to ship players out.
Yeah, I can't believe they're signing players. Like I was like, what the like, you know what I mean? Like how are they going and signing like what do you call them thingy from Man City? I'll spend that amount of money and then how much debt? Like the Premier League, we all our us. If we were in debt, that much, the Premier League. Oh wait, you need to sort this out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. This is where FFP comes in.
Exactly.
But there's, I mean, he's going to get that kind of money with us because our contracts for other players are so low. We can afford to bring in a baller like that and say, right, well, what do you want? And then we work out how to fair play it, 3-4 years down the line when the other big players want to come as well. Billy, have your say on Dembele, the winger?
Absolutely phenomenal player. As everyone said, he's a bit injury prone, but you won't need him to track back with Kieran Trippier behind him anyway, even if he does play on the wide right hand side. So we can keep him fit. We've got the money to afford his wages with the richest club in the world. Get him in.
Yeah. Well said. Right. Let's see if I can find out where the comments were again, because there's 36 comments came in from absolutely nowhere.
111 watching at the minute.
It's crazy.
Amazing.
Anyone see it? Oh, no, not seeing that. £16 million cheap. Oh, right. I think this is where we got up to. How reliable is this? As reliable as putting an egg in the fridge and it's staying cold. Reliable.
These such big claims to be a part of, man. This better work out.
It better work out, otherwise I'm never doing this again. I'm going to move.
It's just me and you, Billy. We'll have to just kick him off.
I'll move to the Alps and
we're back to Hacking Fenward in 6 months. At this rate.
Straight back into admin. You go.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's something to. I mean, everyone said he had a £31 million release clause. I don't think that was right.
Just exchange it to euros as well, because
just the fact he wants to come home, and they're showing him some respect by letting him do that at a cheaper price because he wants to come home.
Yeah,
he's been a great servant. He's been there 3 or 4 years, but in that time they've had great seasons, haven't they? He's been brilliant for them. So a bit of respect from Atletico too. Kieran Trippier, let him go cheap so he can get home quicker.
Yeah,
some people do that, don't they?
See, it's very disrespectful, Joe Linton, to ask someone who your source is, because you never reveal your source. Because if you reveal your source, you never get any more info. It's
absolutely.
Come on, it's as simple as that. No one tells secrets if you tell other people the secrets and tell them who give you the secrets. It's as simple as that. Here we go again, the winger thing. He's forward.
I'd stand by my 3 at the top comment. Play it that way, and then it won't make a difference because they're all up there.
Yeah, if we can beat Watford, we're out the bottom 3. It is crazy. You should compare us and Dembele stats with ASM. Yeah, that would be a good one to do. Dembele from Barcelona is a winger, striker. He's a forward. I'm sticking to it.
So much if we
He's
play
a forward.
In a 4-4-2
we still need a centre forward, though, wouldn't we? We forgot. Dembele. We still need a centre forward.
We definitely do. I've got some more names.
We're not Man City. We can't play like that. So
exactly. There's a winger. Get it trending.
Right 3 sets up, mine.
Like
I need a gif of you saying he's a forward as well.
Yes,
you do. I need this one so that I can get that trending.
What do you mean? We can't play Joe Linton. We played you as a striker for 2 bloody years, remember? So we can't play Dembele as a striker if we want to. It wasn't for 2 years until we realised you were an actual decent midfielder. There's a wing. Oh God, I'm getting hammered here, aren't I? Billy's spot on as always.
Imagine what it's going to be like if that Trippier room was a lie.
I know. It's not a lie. It's not a lie. He's a right winger. He's a forward. He's an inside right. He's a false 9. We're going to play 3 false 9s in the next game. That's how it's going to work. Have you heard the links about?
Don't even try and say it.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
It's not rude, but it's real.
No, it's not. But that's just no. Sinclair of the night, apparently, after Sinclair did his own Sinclair. Hey, Cat, thanks for joining, and thank you for becoming a member, of course, as well. If it's the right cat, I'm sure it is. Now on SSN reporting Trippier, because it's in the background. I'm telling you, it's a source told me. Source is like, look, Edwards. We're still the richest club in the world. Yes, we are. Oh, we're at the bottom. Yes. Baz compared Gillespie to Eddie Howe. That'd be funny. But he told me, oh, God. I did not say Charlie Adam. All right, pal. He's off to the loo, apparently. He private chatted me to tell me that. He probably didn't want me to read that out, but there you go.
Too late out there now. Everything's getting revealed tonight.
It is. Damn right it is. He's my source. That's why he's run off to send me a message. Right.
That's why I'm trashing my house.
Oh, man. Right. Where is my source in Twitter? Oh, someone didn't like my stuff. They unfollowed me. Can you believe it?
Well, on Twitter?
Yeah, someone's just unfollowed me. I'll unfollow you then. Right, where is it? My source is on Twitter. Right, are you ready? So,
go on.
The next one. I tried to get stats on Barbosa, but I couldn't. So we are talking to Barbosa's agents tomorrow as well. Steve Nicholson already scouted him. So there's a guy we can talk about. So I don't know much about him, apart from our friend from across the water in Chile said that Barbosa is a baller. He's got an unbelievable left foot, and he's someone that we really should be looking at as a striking option. He's power, pace, he can finish. First of all, hands up, do any of you know anything of Barbosa?
I know a little.
That's not a hand, John. That's a mouth.
I've got his stats in front of me.
Right. Come on, Billy's got stats. Let's hit the stats first.
Right. So from 2013 to 2016, he's at Santos, of course, famous for being Pele's club. 130 appearances, 34 goals. Made his debut at 16 years of age in 2013. Then he went to Inter Milan, once good there. 9 appearances, 1 goal, but he only played for the one season. They loaned him out to Benfica after that. Then Santos again, where he scored 22 and 43. Then to Flamengo, where he scored 32 and 41. And he signed for Flamengo. And since then, he scored 42 in 60 appearances. 17 caps with Brazil, 5 goals.
That's impressive. John, what do you make of that?
I think that's brilliant. But what I was going to say that he didn't really hit off at Inter, but he had 9 appearances. And like Baz said, like Billy said, found off on loan to Benfica, and then he went back to Brazil to rediscover himself again with the goals as well. And I think if he went back to Europe now, I think it would be okay. I think he'd be absolutely fine. I mean, I'd take him on loan to Newcastle, no problems at all, see what he does. And then, listen, he is a striker. He has to be scoring goals, and I think he'd be fine. I mean, no problems at all.
Brilliant. Sounds good. What about you, Dan?
Like I say, I can only get off my football manager experience, and he was a pure baller for me, but I was gonna relay what John said there about the Inter Milan thing, and Barry, you said he had his spell in Europe, and he had his 9 games, 1 goal, and then he was loaned out, right? But he's come back to Flamengo, and he has done well. If you look at the stats, goals per game, he's better than. When I say better than what we've got, I don't know, because he's not in Europe.
Is he better than Dwight Gale?
He's better than Dwight Gale.
Well, there you go then.
I don't know that because he hasn't played in the same leagues. He's barely played for Inter Milan, right? And he's played in leagues that how competitive are those leagues?
Yeah, true.
Playing for Flamengo, how competitive is that? Is that a league that would deem on par with the Premier League or the Championship? Could you compare that?
If you watch some of the highlights from them leagues, they're naughty. Some of the tackles going in them leagues. That's competition. I think
there we are. Foxy has spoken. I think what you've got to remember as well, though, is that if you look at the great Brazilian sides, a lot of them didn't play in Europe, and they still won the World Cups and thrashed over everyone. So
the players they had around them were different in those tournaments.
Potentially,
that's a whole different argument.
James Rodriguez, he was a baller. He didn't play in Europe until after that tournament, did he?
Papa Cisse, he was, he came from nowhere.
Are we in a situation where we can take that gamble, though?
No.
We need somebody who's going to come in and score us goals.
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah.
Can we play that gamble now? Is the question.
If he's got the talent, then I think we can, because we are being linked with, but we are being linked with people like Championship strikers at the moment. And I mean, are they going to come in the Premier League and hit the ground running? There's Diaz at Blackburn because he scored 20 goals in the calendar season. And we don't know if he's going to be good enough in the Premier League because you look at Ivan Toney. Yeah. Well, yeah, Mitrovic as well scored loads in the Championship, could never do it in the Premiership. It's a difficult one, and it's why I love having debates like this, because
I've got a bit of context to add to it if you want me to read this out.
Yeah, go on.
Considered to be a talented prospect, Gabriel Barbosa is known for his technical skills, creativity and use of tricks on the ball due to his flair and flamboyant playing style. He was dubbed the next Neymar by the Brazilian media in 2016. During his time with Santos and Flamengo, Gabriel's role on the pitch has evolved, originally as supporting forward capable of playing with his back to goal or on the wing. He transformed into a full-on striker with the main task of finding space inside the opponent's penalty box and poaching goals. Besides positioning in attack, his physique has also improved, leading him to start winning more aerial duels. Due to recent changes in his style of play, he's been compared to Mauro Icardi's former teammate at Inter Milan.
And if he gets kicked by Virgil van Dijk, how's he going to handle that? Do you know what I mean? It's a whole different competition. Has he got the shoulders for that? You can be as flair as you want to be, but the second you get kicked that first time, you know.
But just
I don't agree with what Ginger said about the language barrier.
For us, that's going to keep us up.
I don't agree with language barrier, Ginger. I'm sorry, but how many foreign players have we actually got in our squad?
Is he Brazilian?
Yeah, and then there's Joelinton there.
So he'll speak Portuguese. So that's fine. Which is practically just another version of speaking Spanish. We have players that can accumulate that.
There's Fede as well, who's there, who's Argentinian, who probably speaks the same language. So Miggy, so I don't agree with that. But yeah, there's some good points about that. It sounds like we're very mixed down the line on Barbosa. I mean, apparently it's a 6-month loan deal to a potential signing. So yeah, John's mic's the wrong. Apparently, John, your mic's the wrong way around. Apparently.
Is that right?
Oh, man. So your two little circle things, they should be on the back, not the front.
Circles.
Yeah, do you know the things that the volume and where you turn it up and down and stuff like that. Yeah. Who's your source, John Sinclair? Would you really take Abu?
Offside.
I don't know if I would. Forgetting my boss has an injury. Oh, every player has an injury past that we're talking about, aren't there? So, what I've heard about Ella Haaland being spotted walking down Jesmond Dean with a bottle of Nuki Brown in one hand and ham peace pudding stotty in the other.
He asked me for a selfie, but I told him I was in a rush to get on the show. So he didn't catch me at the time.
You go. Exactly. So there's one of them. So apparently we've been talking to Man United today for a potential move for Martial and Lingard, both still possible. So again, try to get
Didn't
some
Lingard refuse us?
I don't think he has yet.
I think I was media hype on it.
Yeah.
He said something about wanting to come back to West Ham or something like that. And I think I was just a bit media hype.
There you go, John. The red mute button should be facing towards you.
The red mute button.
So turn it round. Turn your mic round. Yeah, turn it round. There you go. Now put it towards you. Now bend it.
Yeah.
Who says we don't give you anything here? We're giving you everything tonight.
So Joelinton's coming straight in with Martial as a yes. Jade, what are your thoughts on Martial?
I actually feel really sorry for Martial. I do, because being so young, he's gone to Man United. He either didn't play or was shoved out on a wing. He's not a winger. It's another argument we can have with you, Baz. He's not a winger. Yeah. He gets into a run of games and then he gets dropped. They throw Greenwood ahead of him. They start bringing in Cavani. They start bringing in the Falcaos. They start bringing in the Ronaldos. And the guy just doesn't ever get looked at. So I do kind of feel for him. I do feel like that cliche that keeps now getting thrown out there is there's a player in there. Yes, I do honestly believe that he could come good. So I would give him a shout, and he does know the league and he can score goals. So yeah, imagine, him with Maxi and that. Yeah, I'd give him a shout.
Yeah, we'll stick with you and stay on Lingard. I mean, he's a definite yes for me.
I definitely have Lingard. Absolutely. You look at the change of form that he had when he went to West Ham. The guy looks unbelievable, but you're looking to get that Lingard and not the Lingard that played at Man United. So it's just making sure you get the one with the right attitude, because at West Ham, he was unbelievable. But then at Man United, prior to that loan move, I wouldn't have gone anywhere near him. 26, 27. He'll never develop it. So get him in the right attitude, and then yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I agree. John, for both of them, Martial, Lingard.
Lingard, yes. Martial. I'm not sure about him, but I'll tell you what, Martial.
Is he better than Gale?
Better than Gale, but I want my players to go in there and roll the sleeves up. Now, I spoke to a couple of Man U fans, right, who I know followers, and said that he will not be up for a relegation dogfight. But it's all about opinions at the end of the day. He's a good player, but will he be up for a relegation dogfight? Has he ever fought a relegation dogfight? Probably not. But
would Lingard?
Is that my opinion? No, Lingard I take Lingard all day long.
But would he be up for a relegation dogfight?
I think Lingard would.
West Ham and that up there.
Lingard
I don't. I don't think he'd be more up. No, I don't think Lingard would be up for a relegation dogfight. No, I don't. The kid's got an ego like no man's business.
Are we going to be in a relegation dogfight though? We beat Watford.
Well, we
we're out of the relegation
are.
zone. We're just going to go flying up.
There's no guarantee of that.
I know it's not. But...
True. But I'll go with Basil and Lingard 100%. And I just think with Lingard, not Lingard, Martial. I mean, I'm not sure, but I think he's going to go to Sevilla anyway. I still think he's going to go to Sevilla. That's my opinion.
I think he's going to Europe.
Whereabouts?
Oh man, sorry, I've just got a text message because my phone's linked to the app. Yeah, the phone's linked to the Apple Mac on iMessage. John, tap your mic. Is that on? Paul says he doesn't think your mic's on again. Tap on it really loudly. Hit it really loud.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, your mic's not on. You need to go into your settings on StreamYard, mate, and then change the sound to your Yeti microphone.
Take that comment off.
That's brilliant. Oh man, Paul's going to be creasing now. I can see it. Dan, what's your thoughts on Martial and Lingard while John's sorting out his mic again?
I would 100% take Lingard. I think he is up for a dog like me. I think he's got a point to prove. He's got, again, I'll come back to the World Cup thing. Like, a lot of these players we're linked with have got World Cup like
aspirations.
Like, do you know what I mean? So I think he's up for a dogfight. I think he'd come in, he'd do a hell of a job for what we've got. Martial, my point around that is would you take Martial or would you take Dembele? Because it's going to be one or the other. Which one's it going to be?
Oh, that's a good question. Billy, what are your thoughts? John, I think you've just nailed it. Tap your mic. Yes, your mic is on. He's nailed it.
On.
Right. Billy.
Yeah, I'm kind of similar. Give us a hello, ladies, John. That'll see if it's working.
There you go.
Lingard all day long gives us something different. I don't think he actually would get. I don't think West Ham would actually want him now because they're kind of on the table without him. As for Martial, on his day, he's a fantastic player, but that day only comes once every 4 or 5 weeks, isn't it? Maybe even longer. So I'm not sure about that. He's not got
a point to prove though. Again, like
he's got a point to prove. You're quite right. I just think I don't know. I don't know about Martial. I'd like to see Lingard though.
I would like to see Lingard. I really do. Right, next one. This was one of the ones that I already knew about. Was Sam Johnson being contacted tomorrow? This one sort of surprising, not surprising. We've covered him or heard his name a few times. There's 2 from Chelsea. Possible loan offers for Ross Barkley or Loftus-Cheek, depending on which one wants to come. Jade. Which one are you signing at?
I was going to say, like, I thought you were going to say Saul. I was so waiting for it because they're not playing him and I really want him. But I don't want Barkley. No. In all honesty, I wouldn't take Ross Barkley. It's just he's gone so far off the radar now. He honestly just doesn't look like he's got anything about him. And I think that's what bothers me. Is he just kind of sits on the bench. Doesn't look like he's got a care in the world.
Both injury prone.
Gets injured continuously. Yeah. Honestly, no. Loftus-Cheek could definitely take.
Yeah,
Absolutely
he's a powerhouse,
would take
isn't
him.
he?
I think he's quality, and I still think he's got more to develop into.
Chippers,
So I think that one's a really good shout.
And Judy,
But,
what are you doing? Right, sorry. Yeah, I like Loftus-Cheek.
So yeah,
But I also like
Loftus-Cheek, definitely. Ross Barkley, no, that's a no for me. I've never been impressed. I've never been impressed by Ross Barkley.
Yeah.
And I don't use my Football Manager either. He never makes my squad on Football Manager. I've seen him live, seen him on the telly. He's a no from me, but Loftus-Cheek, absolutely.
Yeah, brilliant, John.
And he's been there, hasn't he, with struggling teams? He went there with Palace. He went to when they were struggling.
Fulham.
He's been there and he's done those battles, so he has got that mentality for a fight.
Love it, John.
I'm gonna agree.
Both.
Judy.
Both.
Oh, Jade. Sorry.
Jade. Oh, he's good. She's good.
Joe Sinclair's at it again.
It was Judy. Now it's Judy.
Sinclair.
They're all good with Jay though, so he's.
You should have just stuck with Princess, man. You should have just stuck with Princess.
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna call you Youngin for now, and I'm gonna call you Youngin.
I'll take that.
Hey. Do you know what? I'm
gonna put Judy in my name next show. I'm telling you, I'm gonna have a little Judy in back in.
Hey, get a name badgie.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna agree with Princess there, Ashley, and totally agree. Ross Barkley's so way off the radar, sort of thing, unfortunately. And listen, injury prone again, but Loftus-Cheek. I mean, I've always rated him, but he just doesn't seem to get enough games to Chelsea. But I'd like to see him come to us on loan. See what he does. He could do things for Newcastle. Do you know what I mean? But I think Loftus-Cheek, I mean, he's such a highly gifted player, but it's not being used enough. But would I take him? I'd take him. Yes, I would.
Brilliant, Dan.
Out of the two, I would definitely take Loftus-Cheek. For me,
yeah.
It's
it is one or the other. It doesn't say both. It definitely says one or the other. So we've got to make that decision. So Loftus-Cheek sounds like it's the one, doesn't it?
I would definitely go with Loftus-Cheek. He's got so much more to offer. JD said he'd been there before with Bartley been there before with teams going down and stuff like that. Loftus-Cheek for me, he's got the strength about him. He's got leadership as well, not necessarily captain but he has got that extra leadership. If the captain needs leadership further up the field and stuff like that, and he's not able to attribute Loftus-Cheek's there all day. Do you know what I mean? I love him. I've said it for a couple of years. I would take Loftus-Cheek. But,
brilliant.
Yeah, well,
Billy.
So it's one or the other, whichever one will come. Is that the basis we're looking at here?
Well, basically, the message says looking to bring in Ross Barkley or Loftus-Cheek from Chelsea on loan, whoever they offer. So whoever Chelsea offer to us. Right. But if you were offered both of them, which one would you take?
I would certainly take Loftus-Cheek ahead of Barkley. Yeah. Barkley has a knack of going to clubs, doing great for the first month and then just fading out, all kind of performance-wise and everything. So Loftus-Cheek for me, powerful, can play in a variety of positions in the midfield as well. Would be more worth to us as a signing. Been quite good for Chelsea when he's played this year as well. But this is it. The Chelsea have actually used him when they've had a couple of injuries here and there, haven't they? So, I think it'd be harder to attain than Barkley, which is kind of strike really. But I think there's more chance of us getting Barkley. But I'd rather have Loftus-Cheek.
Right. Yeah, may all make sense. So before we go on to the next one, I just want to have a quick break so we can all just relax a little bit. If you're new to the channel and you're watching this for the first time and you're enjoying it, and we do try and do this as much as possible, but we don't like it to interrupt Paul's Rumour Mills show, because that's a great show that we do every other Monday night, but we like to try and add on to it when we hear things. Please hit that subscribe button. And John's got a great channel as well, John Sinclair. Please subscribe to his channel as well. And obviously the Toon Review channel is an amazing channel that me, Billy and John are all part of. And Jade will be at some point when she gets some free time and she'll be able to go onto Paul's channel. I keep obviously, tying her down. What can I say? She belongs to me. And we do offer a membership of 99p a month. Now, this is a membership where you will be added into big prize draws. All the money that we receive will go into running the channel and also paying for prizes. So if you do want to be generous, please sign up to the membership side of things, because that guarantees revenue and keeps the channel going. So that would be amazing. But if you're feeling extra generous, there is the $ in the bottom right-hand corner in the chat. If you hit that, you can donate from anything to £1 upwards. And again, like I say, it's always grateful. Never expect it. But if you do want to donate, please hit that button and be generous. Thank you very much. So next one. So we talked about him last night. Everton, Lucas Digne, how do you pronounce his name? Digne. I'm terrible with his name. We will make a bid for him once Trippier is done. So once Trippier is through the door and signed and sealed, he will be hopefully the next Newcastle player through the door. Now, can you imagine if we get Botman, Trippier and Lucas, and then you play Shaw or the Sells? There's our new back four, isn't it? Really, that'll be unbelievable. And we might have Sam Johnstone in goal as well instead of Dubravka. It could be a whole new back five, really, when you think about it. So we obviously covered Lucas last night, me, John, and Billy. So we'll just come to Jade and Dan on this. So Jade first, are you excited by the prospect of Lucas?
Absolutely want Lucas Digne. I've wanted him since he was a Barca. The guy's got a wicked left foot. He's wonderful at tracking back. He'll make your overlapping runs. He's international. He's experienced. Knows the league. He's ready to go. He wants to play. Obviously, he's not playing at Everton right now. He's just been replaced because of whatever falling outs. But absolutely, definitely snap him up for sure. I'm curious why we're waiting for the Trippier before we go in for him. But unless it's to look, we can get this one in. So
yeah, there could be like a starting
and a bit of an advertisement kind of thing. Yeah, but absolutely, I don't understand why anyone would want to say no to Lucas Digne.
Yeah, brilliant, Dan.
I'm excited by that, mate.
Is he in your football manager, Dan?
You what? Sorry,
is he in your football manager? Because he's on my he sits on my bench.
No, to be fair, I've got Alphonso Davies from Bayern Munich.
I have Jordi Alba, so.
No way.
I wonder why.
I don't know, Baz. I just think he's all right.
But no, I think he's definitely an upgrade on what we've got. He can play the ball out. He can go forward. He can overlap. He can underlap. We've seen it. I don't understand the falling out with Rafa, because Rafa's normally quite good at reading, and especially his defence. So unless he's done something he doesn't like, but I like the whole black and white balloons he put out on New Year. I thought that was me. So come get us. I've had enough. Hopefully,
how much our set pieces have changed as well. I mean, you've got Trippier on the right.
Yeah,
Digne on the left.
Yeah,
like set pieces will that'll just change the whole style of that as well, because we've been awful at those for a while too.
Yeah,
and that completely changes that up as well.
I mean, Shelby's done really well.
He's going to score the winner against Everton if we get him. You know what's going to happen. There'll be a free kick as well. There'll be a stunning free kick, and he'll pout it in that top corner, beating Pickford, and he'll celebrate straight down to the away end and Newcastle fans, shirt off. Love it.
I love it. So the next one on the list we've already talked about was Botman. We're fighting AC Milan for him. We can pay the fee up front. Milan want to pay in instalments, so it could work in our favour. We've covered that one. We're in the loan market for a striker, so we're not looking to buy a striker. We're in the loan market for one. The three names, one of them we've already talked about, Martial. The other one is Origi, which really scares me. And the other one is Aubameyang. Oh, by the way, Peter writes on a 9 data.
Yeah, I'm watching now.
I'm going to talk you through the 9 data first before we talk about these two players. So come on, Peter Wright. First one in the treble. Go on, son. Here we go. It's in. Treble 19. It's in. Double 12 for a 9 data. And to go 2. Oh, he's missed it by about an inch. Useless twat.
I'm glad you talked me through it, because I feel less disappointed with you talking me through it than actually watching it. So
he missed it by a mile as well. Straight in the 12.
I think I'm ahead of you know.
You probably are, because I'm watching it on the iPad.
Oh.
So let's get back to football. John Sinclair, I'll come to you first. We'll talk about Origi. Obviously, won the Champions League with Liverpool, scored in the Champions League final, scored in was it the quarter-final against Barca, or was it the semi-final against Barca?
Semis, I think.
Semis. Comes off the bench, scores goals. Doesn't really play for 90 minutes, which scares me a bit. What are your thoughts on him?
I'm with you. Listen, I mean, he is a good physical striker, 100%. But has he had enough games for me, though? That's the problem. He's not played enough games. But and I don't think Klopp's going to sell him. Because
Dan's that excited about Origi. He's left the room.
He's gone. He'll be back right on the edge. Just last minute comment.
That was the dog he was heathing.
I don't think Klopp's going to sell him because Manny and Sal's going to go off to African Cup of Nations, and I just cannot see Klopp going to be foolish enough to sell him or even send him out on loan. He'd be a striker to Jota up front. But going back to Origi, would I take him? I'd probably, although he's a decent striker, I'd probably have to say no. I'd rather go for someone else, if I'm being honest with you, because he has to. It's just a fact he hasn't played enough games. We want someone's going to come in. He's got games under the belts and come on, push us up and get us out of trouble.
Yeah, potentially. Billy, what are your thoughts on Origi?
He's their super sub, isn't he? And like John says, with the Mane and Salah going off to the African nations, he'll be getting used an awful lot. I can't see Liverpool getting rid of him. Maybe the end of the season. Ginger just told me Firmino has COVID as well, so that's another striker forward they're missing. So this is a no-go for me, and I actually wouldn't want him anyway because, like people have said, been at Liverpool since 2014. He's only played 103 games. I know he was on loan for a couple of those seasons, but kind of seems like he's lost his appetite for ambition and wanting to start somewhere because he'd left ages ago if he had the ambition and professionalism to be a professional footballer, I guess.
Thank you, Jody, for becoming a member. That's really much appreciated. Like I say, the more members we get, the better it is for the channel to keep it running. Like I say, 99p. Toon Review, great show. Thank you very much for donating. Don't stop donating. We're on your channel all the time. But thank you very much. It is really, really appreciated, of course. And that's what he meant by he sent me a message saying, "You've missed my," what did he say? "You've missed my super heat." I was like, what? He's like, "Oh crap, I've had a Sinclair." So yeah, thank you very, very much for that, pal. I really appreciate it. And of course, to the new paying member for 99p a month. Where are we up to, Dan? Origi?
What did he do at Crystal Palace when he was there?
Did he go to? Obviously not a lot because I can't remember him being at Crystal Palace.
He's never been at Palace.
I'm sure. No, Origi. I'm sure he had a spell at Palace, didn't he? Origi?
No, Lille, Liverpool, back to Lille on loan, Wolfsburg on loan.
Who was it? Who was? Oh, I'm thinking. All right, so maybe I've got the right person. But
you've had a Sinclair.
That's
the 7th Sinclair tonight.
What about Sacco?
That just goes to show that he hasn't done much. He's more of a super sub. Like, is he going to replace Wilson when he's done his hammy or he's done his coughing? He's not like we need someone like more prolific than him. He's not going to lead the line for us with Maxi and Dembele. You know what I mean? He's not like I was joking there, but like you've got Maxi one side, whoever else we've got one side, he's not going to be leading the line. Like, not for me. Nah, sorry, I thought he was at Palace, but obviously he wasn't. That's my bad. And I've done a Sinclair. I've done
a Sinclair. I love it. Oh man. Fantastic.
Oh, I wish I'd done my research on Origi before I come on here.
And to be fair, he was a name I wasn't expecting to talk about tonight, and this was one of the messages I got at the last hour of coming on. Benteke is obviously Benteke's had a good season so far, though, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has.
He's missed a lot of chances though, but he's still done really well.
Good finishing Milky Way.
Yeah.
How many marks out of 10 would you give Benteke, Baza? How many marks out of 10 would you give Benteke?
So far this season, 6.5.
5.
5? Really?
Wow.
Yeah, I'm on the 5 to 6 myself, I'll be honest.
Dan?
I'd probably be a 5. Still 5.
That open goal he missed was against his back, and he's let worse players.
He's missed a lot of sitters. But yeah. Jade, have I came to you about Origi yet? I don't think I have.
No, but I agree with all the lads, so I wasn't bothered if he'd missed me on him, to be fair. They're not going to let him go.
At least you knew who you played for.
They're losing Salah and Mane, so they're not going to let him go anyway.
Yeah.
And he's a pure sub player, and we don't need a pure sub player. We need somebody who can come in and
score goals,
and maybe challenge. We need someone who's going to challenge Wilson, and he's not the guy for that.
Stu, you're right, mate. My mates just texted us in and said you're thinking of Batshuayi, and it was. That's exactly who I was thinking of.
Love it. So Jade, I'll stay with you. Aubameyang.
So I'm torn on Aubameyang. I really am torn on him, because if you'd have asked me this a month ago or 2 months ago, before this massive falling out started happening with Arteta, for whatever given reason, whatever's happened there, he didn't get his move, and it's just been a continuous breakdown between the pair of them since then. There's no way I would have said no to him. Like, not a chance. The guy he's a beast in the Premier League when he's on form. He's a beast at Dortmund. He's a beast when he comes to the Premier League. He's fast, he's quick, he always scores goals, he always scores against us. So maybe just take him for that reason, so that he can't do that. But he's better than what we've got, is the main argument. Yeah. And on his day, he is quality. Maybe a change of team, a change of a scene, a fan base around him that's actually going to sing for him, because Emirates is quiet. And give him that bit of fire back into his football. Give him a reason to want to put the effort and the work in again. Give him something like that. I think we all know he's quality. He is quality. But why not? Does he go to the AFCON though?
Yeah, possibly, but they're not going to miss that many games.
We've already got players out. But the games that we need to win.
Yeah,
we can't be taking any risks here. We're on dangerous ground. We have the opportunity to get out. We can't be making any. We can't be treading on ice with this. Yeah,
I think, Billy, the good thing about the Aubameyang deal will again it'll be a 6-month loan and then potentially a £20 million fee up front at the end of it if we stay
Take him for the 6 months. He's going to score goals if you give him chances. We know we can put the ball in the back of the net. So take him on loan, see how it goes. Why not?
Billy?
Yeah, I kind of agree. The African nation things is a massive no. But we need a striker to come in and score 15 goals between now and the end of the season, and Aubameyang's the kind of bloke that could do that for you.
Yeah.
And in an environment where he will be adored and cheered for, and everyone will be on his side if he signs for us. I mean, people might have misgivings about his attitude and stuff. But in a different environment,
sit him up top with Maxi and the Dembele, right? And that's fire. Who would have said that a year ago at Newcastle? That's an insane front three.
I was all for signing when Graham Carr scouted him 2013. We should have got him to the end, and Ashley wouldn't pay it. So it's a no-brainer in some ways. Got things to prove as well. But it's the African nation thing where we could be out for the whole of January. But I mean, are Gabon that good? Will they last to the later part of the tournaments? Probably doubtful. But he's a 1 in 2 striker. Exactly the kind of striker we need.
Yeah. John?
I was with Gunnar today this afternoon.
He wants for
it. And thanks for watching anyway. I mean, he thinks he's done at Arsenal 100%, and definitely done. He thinks, but I'll go with my wee sense again, and I'll take him on loan. Yeah.
That's
about it. That's about it. Because end of the day, I mean, we do a younger striker in the summer, but 6 months loan, I think he'd keep us up. But this season hasn't been great. But his goal scoring record for Arsenal has been fantastic. I'm not going to lie. But this season, he just hasn't really done it for some reason. Since he signed his new deal, he has not been the same player. No,
he hasn't.
The thing is, he's just gone backwards. But would I take him for that? I'd take him for 6 months, but he would be my first choice.
Interesting. Dan?
I was going to echo what John said. I would take him for 6 months. That point of proof type of player. He's looking for something bigger. He's looking for that bigger type of move elsewhere, European Champions League now rather than in a few years' time. Fingers crossed. So I think that's what he's looking for. So maybe it's for the 6 months to try and bang some goals in, get us some wins. These shithousery type wins that we need. bring him in for that, and like that's as far as I would take it. I wouldn't even like entertain an obligation to buy, an option to buy. Maybe depending on how he's developed, maybe he would take him on for some type of contract. Wouldn't take him on an obligation, like.
Exactly. 6 months. 6 months. Then if he wants to move away from the UK, obviously in the summer to get away from Arsenal, X, Y, and Z, crack on, mate, go.
Yeah.
But get over here, score some goals, put yourself in that market, and have a great summer. In the summer, if we stay up, that window is going to be huge as well. That'll be a whole rebound. It'll be massive. So we won't even need him then. We'll be looking at other names.
Yeah. Again, it's a squad game as well, though, isn't it, at the end of the day? So they're all the names, guys, unless you want to throw any more names at me. They're all the ones that I got text to me. They're all the one. I mean, the three are the big ones, though. Trippier is definitely a done deal, according to my source. He is definitely. I mean, it looked like it as well. His last game of Atletico Madrid, he was waving goodbye to all the fans, and it's done. Then you got Sam Johnson, who could come in from West Brom, and Botman is definitely close as well. 30 million from Lille. They're the three I would love to see us sign very, very quickly. And then a striker on top, because we need a striker for Watford, don't we? Because we don't have one, which really worries me if Gale's playing up front against there.
Do we have any inklings? I've heard the other plenary areas in the La Liga that we've potentially been linked with. We're meant to be going back there and picking up any names?
Well, I've seen on Twitter, and it's a bit out there and a bit far-fetched, but Luis Suarez.
Mm-hmm. I've seen Nunes as well. Is that Nunes?
Nunes. I don't think Nunes will leave Benfica until summer.
Yeah.
I think he'll stay. Yeah.
And Vjalovic, we were dream signing Vjalovic and Fiorentina. I'd take him all day long. And
I think he's a signing that I don't think, like at this moment in time, the stature we're at, I think he's levels above what we would probably offer, like be able to draw to him. Do you know what I mean? He's looking for Champions League, and like he's well above there. He's up there. He's like a sort of not Haaland, but like he's sort of there. Do you know what I mean? That sort of level. He's fire.
Go back to that comment of Ginger's, Baz, about Steve Nixon.
Was it this one?
This one. We say it every show. You're using Steve Nixon's record under Mike Ashley, where he took lists of players and Mike Ashley's on the one that was third shape on the list. Now he's got people that are going to invest in what he says, and then you can judge it until this happens.
You get a budget to go scouting as well. You're forgetting that one. You get a budget that you're allowed when as a scout or a player bloke who goes out there looking for players. You only get given so much by the owner to go and do the job that you're doing. If you're not being backed to go and find talent, or you're not being listened to when you do find a talent, you're not going to pick anybody up. So if he's not being backed by Mike Ashley, who we know never backed anyone,
that's true.
Then it doesn't surprise me that we pick up any talent. We were linked to so many players across the years, and we never picked any of them up, and they were picked up by teams in and around us. And then they come back to bite us in the backside for it. So,
what's to say that he didn't pick the talent up and we didn't fulfill it? Because we've seen so many
players. We were linked with so many players over the years, and we never signed any of them.
We couldn't get them over the line. Like bullshit. You wouldn't pay the fucking money that they were worth, mate. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Wouldn't give them the contract that they wanted, or X, Y, and Z. Mike Ashley wouldn't do it. So let's give him a chance if he's the one out there doing it.
If these trust him,
let's see what he can do with the backing.
Yeah, if these trust in him, then let's put our trust in him.
Yeah, I mean, he could have went with a list of 20 players. At the top of the list, there'll be a £50 million player. At the bottom of the list, there'll be a £1 million player. That's where Mike
Ashley would go.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas now we're going to go for those better players, especially if we stay up. Summer's going to be absolutely insane. So
I mean, let's face it, right? Any of us can go out and scout across the world, and we could come back easily with the players that this new regime should buy, because of the money is no object. You just go straight to the top of the class, But if you want to find a gem, that's where it gets a little bit different. You need someone who can go out and really look at players. So,
But this is it. You can kind of say top of the list. I've got a striker. He's worth 40 million quid from PSG, whatever. 20th on the list, you've got Emmanuel Riviere, who's worth, let me say, Mike Ashley, we'll have him. That's what happened.
He scored a couple of good goals in pre-season, didn't he? He scored a cracking header, I remember. And he just did nothing in the Premier League. He was absolutely terrible.
I kept faith in that bloke for a whole year.
I
I kept
know.
saying every week I kept saying he's going to come good this week.
He's going to do
gonna
it.
come good
He's
this
going to
week.
do it.
And he scored in a cup game, and I thought, this is it. He's hit one. He's going to come in it more. And it never kicked off. And I was like, I got to give up on you now, mate. Like, it's done.
You know what it is, right, with Vivier, right? I mean, against West Ham, he missed that open goal, didn't he? He missed that.
He missed 2 open goals against
two
Man
open,
United.
one in the first minute and the other one at, Christ, I think, my dears. But he plays for Contoni now in Serie A, in the Italian league, so
that tells you exactly how good it probably is level,
that's
isn't
how
it?
his level. And that was the level we were shopping at. So
exactly.
It's a whole different ball game now.
Look at Joselu. I mean, he did go and do well in Spain afterwards, but that was his level of league as well, wasn't it? The actual pace of it. And he actually did really well. He scored a cracking goal against Real Madrid at the Bernabeu, I remember. Wow. Thank you very much, Seattle Geordie, for the $5 and also becoming a member as well on the same night. That's absolutely incredible and very generous of you. So thank you very much. Agree to disagree. Love that in football. Yes, Matthew, but he was a top scout. Great. Carr was a top scout, and this guy worked under him. So let's just give him a chance. You just never know what's going to happen. Now, we did mention Luis Suarez, and no one's really had a chance to have a say on him yet. And it is a kind of a far out there rumour, but it is a rumour. So we'll talk about it. Billy, Suarez at his age, maybe it's a 1.5 year deal, maybe, or something like that, 2.5 year deal. If it, it's a massive rumour. Would you like to see it?
Of course I would. Folks, yeah. He's a magician. He's an absolute magician. Never relied on pace, so I don't think if you lose a yard of pace from the out, it's the touch and the little flicks and the intelligence of the man.
Yeah,
bit of a temperament issue, but apart from that, I think, God, blimey, what a player!
Brilliant, Jade.
Oh yeah, absolutely. As Billy said, I absolutely agree with my big man. Yeah, definitely, I take him. I watch, as you know, Baz. I watch a lot of La Liga and I watch a lot of Atletico, and I'm a big fan of him, and he is adored over there. The guy knows how to score a goal. He doesn't have to be the fastest in that team. He doesn't have to be, because the players in and around him are, and they create those chances for him. And he can create the chances for himself. I've watched Atletico so many times the past 1.5 years where it doesn't look like they're going to get anything. And that guy will pop a goal from nowhere. He'll just grab the ball, take the game by the scruff of the neck, and he'll finish it. So if you look at where we are right now and the progression that we're going to be going over the next 5 years, he's a good starting block for a striker for 1.5 years or so. He's a good starter, as we go to move from getting out of that bottom four continuous relegation fights to progressing up the table.
Yeah,
absolutely. I'd take him, and just for his passion as well. The guy's full of fire. You'd love to see it. Get him on the pitch. Why not? He'll take a game by the scruff of the neck for you. He'll do it.
Yeah, there's a lot of comments coming in about biting and stuff like that. But again, just
there's a few players I don't like in the Premier League, and if he takes them out, I will get his name on the back of a shirt. You can do it. Come on, son. Have a
brilliant. Dan, what about you, mate?
He's a proper shithouse of a player, and he's just weighing the team up.
Summed up perfectly.
Honestly, like the position we're in at the minute, we're already right now we're the most hated club in the country, possibly Europe. You know what I mean? Everyone's jumping on with every angle can. Imagine having a shithouse like Suarez up front, biting people. Like sticking three in against
the most hated club in the Premier League, and he scores the winner past you.
Like we'll play the replay against Everton to Southampton. Sticks a couple against them. Like, oh hey, the tears are gonna taste nice, aren't they?
I love it.
Yeah, like him. Oh, he's mint.
John,
even at his age, like I've just looked at his stats there. Sorry, I was still looking at his stats there, right? And like, I think even like Gan Atletico, he's had 44 appearances and scored 28 goals.
Yeah.
Like, he's a shithouse, and bring him in with Trippier. Like how
I dropped my mic, but I don't own one, so point made.
Come on, John. Suarez.
Luis Suarez. He has to have a bite clause in his contract. That's number one.
Give him a bonus if it happens against Man United or something.
Just give him a bone. That's enough for him.
Yeah.
Exactly. if you can bite to one of the defenders, sort of thing, put a fast on them as well. But Luis Suarez is very experienced, and Dan just called it there. 28 goals in 44 games. The guy's a winner. He's a La Liga champion, and would I take him for experience alone? Then yes, I would. But he hasn't got the pace anymore. But he's got the brain, footballing brain, and I think that'd be very, very useful. But I think, yeah, I'll take him. Why not? But he has to have better players around him on the wings. ASM is one of them. And possibly Dembele to put the ball in. So
could you imagine?
Works.
Did he bite Chiellini? It was Chiellini a bit, wasn't it?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
he was annoyed that they weren't playing Germany.
Chelsea as well, didn't he?
I was going to say he done Ivanovic, didn't he? Aye.
Yeah,
he was annoyed they weren't playing Germany, so he could sink his teeth into a shoulder of lamb.
But
nice. Give this guy a bite clause. A bite clause. Yeah, he doesn't seem to be biting. Only about what his teeth and size to get a goal at the back in the net. That's what I want to see from him if he comes.
And he would score goals. To
he
be
can
fair.
do it in the Premier League. He's proven Premier League as well.
He is.
Yeah,
that against us where he scored when he took Colaccini out of the game. Do you remember? I think.
Yeah.
What an absolute. Yeah. I know it's against us, but you had to stand and clap it.
Yeah.
It's pure shithousery, but get him in. I'd love to see him.
Fair play.
If I'm not going to get any of my other players, I'll take him.
Yeah, I'd take him, to be fair. There's a good question there. What players do you think will be first out the door? We did cover this last night on the Toon Review channel on the Rumour Mill. It was very hard to come to agreement of anyone leaving the club other than a couple due to the situation we're in. Because if we get relegated, we kind of need the Sean Longstaffs and the Gales of this world to maybe get us up first time of asking with a few, good acquisitions around them. The things like Gillespie, Clark, those kind of players really should be done. I think Darlow should move on to get first team football because he's not going to get it. But what names can you think of, Dan, that you would see first out the door? Bearing in mind, we're still in the relegation fight, so it's a difficult one.
My first name, without a doubt, as he was saying that, was Jeff Hendrick.
Yeah, Hendrick.
I can't even see him at championship level. Honestly,
I would hate him to go back to Burnley though and score the winner against us on the last game of the season.
That would be ultimate shithouse.
I'd be like, oh my god.
No, that would be proper shithouse. But no, I kind of even in the championship, you'd see him and name on a team sheet. Just
yeah.
And it gives you a gut-wrenching feeling. You're just he's in there, is he? Oh, nah. So he would be the first out the door for me.
Top three players out the door. So Hendrick one.
He'd be one. Oh, right. I'm trying to think.
I mean, we do have players in the squad that are shit, but would want to move if winning the championship. I'm thinking of, and I know he played well against Man United, but Emil Kraft's got to be one of them, surely. Kraft,
Hendrick, and I'm thinking of another Bruce Barr that he brought in. I'm thinking of defenders, right? I can't even get rid of a defender because the championship level. So I'm struggling with that. I would say
it's got to be a goalkeeper.
Well, yes, it's got to be a goalkeeper. That's got to be like you like Gillespie's send Woodman out on loan. But then I'm thinking of Dwight Gale. We keep saying he's a championship striker. He's a championship striker. How many years have we been saying that? He's got to come to a point where he's no longer a championship striker and he needs to get out of the club.
Yeah, but if we go down, he's the striker we need.
Is he though?
Yes.
Is he though? How many?
Because the last time we were in the championship, he was one of the top goal scorers.
Last time. How many years ago?
Only a couple of years ago.
Age is he now? What age
doesn't matter what age he is. He'll still score goals in the
31,
championship.
32.
Remember, the owners won't want to spend a lot of money in the championship. They'll spend enough to get us out. And Dwight Gale would feature a lot in that championship team, I think. Along with because Wilson will want to go potentially.
I don't think Wilson will go. I think Wilson was going to sign in 2016 when we were relegated. So I think Wilson will definitely stay. Yeah,
interesting.
I think Wilson
I would take Diaz and get rid of Gale. Take Diaz, get rid of Gale. Bring Mitrovic in. You've got the money there.
But if they go up, we're not taking him.
Yeah, it's a good argument. John, your top three before you space off and fall asleep there.
Yeah,
it's all the streaming.
It's all the streaming.
Top three. I think Kieran Clark's got to be the first to go. He's an absolute pony. That guy's a pony. He really is. You know what I mean, let's be real. I'd rather have Petula Clark in the defence this year. Yay. Second one, you got to be careful with Dwight Gale, but I'm going to reserve reservation with this guy. Second one for me, I'm going to get rid of, oh, God, it's going to be a keeper. I'll probably say Gillespie.
Yeah.
I just don't think he's going to call it here at Newcastle. I really don't. And thirdly, I'm going to have to say a shortlist between...
No, not a shortlist, mate. One name. One more name.
Okay. Okay. I know he's going to be here at the end of the season, like, but I've got to say Krafu. Emil Kraft. Or
so Hendrick stays. Very interesting. Billy?
Yeah, I'd have Hendrick and Clark and Gillespie, but I'd also send a few more too.
My three.
Yeah, basically. But there'd be more. I think there'd be more than three.
Oh, easily. But just thinking of the situation.
I wonder if Matty Longstaff will get a go. Now he's come back.
That's true.
He's not going to be a long-term prospect for us, I would have thought, but he'll be out the door sooner or later, I would have thought. Also.
Cambridge, probably play against Cambridge?
I would think so, yeah.
Jade?
For me, the first one to go would be Hendrick. I can't stand the bloke. The fact that I have to say his name in relation to Newcastle just makes me bleed inside. I can't stand him. I really can't. The second he signed, I just turned Sky Sports off. I was like, "Nah, don't want to see that." Like, no, I'm not watching that presentation. That's not happening to me. Second to go for me would be Matty Longstaff. I just don't think he's gonna ever excel with us. I don't think he's gonna come good for us. I don't really rate the kids, to be fair.
Would you not keep them for a championship though? Maybe if we did go down.
I'd keep for the championship. I'd keep Sean. I wouldn't keep Matty because I honestly don't believe he's gonna develop enough for us into what we're gonna need from him. I don't think it's gonna happen.
He's had a shout under Howe though. He hasn't had a shout under Howe. Joe Liddon's become a different player under Eddie Howe.
I just don't see it. I didn't see it before. So
I've seen glimpses.
I mean, I just didn't see it before, and I'd have no faith that I'm going to see it now. I'd rather just let him go and find his first team football somewhere else. And then Gillespie, I'd get rid of Gillespie.
Gillespie's a definite one.
It's another pointless name in the squad. It's a squad filler. So
there's too many goalkeepers in the squad, isn't there?
Exactly. So trim that one down, and he can go too. That would be my first three.
So Truls has heard that Adebayor in the next 48 hours, even though he's off to the AFCON, which is a bit of a possibility. There's another player that started off very highly, sort of, he was a hot name, a prospect, wasn't he, when the new owners came in? Coutinho will be the first marquee signing, and that's gone very quiet. I would still like to see Coutinho. I know a lot of people say no, but I would definitely take him. Muzzle, love it. Would there be? Oh God! So there's going to be some stupid comments about Tifa. Here we go. Is Tifa offside? Don't forget, the greatest singer of all time had dodgy teeth.
Who?
Freddie Mercury. Come on.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking of Mr. Lydon and the Sex Pistols there, so you lost me.
I was thinking Shane McGowan.
So we've all got completely different directions here from each other, haven't we?
Me and John just sitting here like.
Have you never seen Bohemian Rhapsody, the movie? Oh, you need to watch it. It's absolutely fabulous.
Probably in the pub, to be honest.
I was alive when Queen were doing it, so I don't have to watch it. I remember Queen. I'm sure I'm live one as well.
No. I was 6. Love Queen. Right, here we go. Gillespie, Clark, Hendrick, and Gale. That's 4. We needed 3, but I take...
Ben Brereton Diaz, yeah. I mean,
he scored 20 goals in the calendar season, but again, he's probably setting his sights a bit higher, isn't he? About finding from City's contracts up in June. Maybe Man City want to get him off. No, he still plays for them though, doesn't he?
I can possibly see him staying on there because he still does play a lot of first team football for them. So I'd be surprised if he just walked.
Yes, Bournemouth do have a very good young centre back, and I forgot his name, but
Kelly's one of them.
Yeah, he's been sought after, isn't he?
City.
Yeah.
So that'd be a good signing. That annoy someone in the chat.
It would do, yeah.
I'd do it just to annoy that someone in a chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, Darlow should stay, but needs to get it. No, Darlow needs to go for
He
me.
needs to go.
Gale is made of
Yeah.
glass. Yes, he is, but
So
he's
is
still
Wilson.
scoring enough goals. I know
If
exactly.
Kieran Clark was sent out through a revolving door, he'd end up coming back in again, wouldn't he? Get him out.
Stay positive, good things to come. Definitely. There's a 1 season, 1 day could
the
be.
equivalent
We
of, like,
won't
doing
know.
He did quite well for
Push
Forest when he was
goals.
there. When he was just Ben Brereton, and of course he came for all the England under 19s, under 18s, World Cup winning sides as well. So it's only been in the past 6 or 7 months he's turned Chilean.
Just quickly about Gale, right? By the time if we do get relegated, by the time like it comes to start the season, he's pretty much going to be 33-year-old with a bad injury record. That was my whole point around Gale. He's getting.
No, I get that.
He's not going to have.
Ah,
the
that's
game.
cool.
Mammy's
Wilson
injury.
also has a bad injury record, though.
Who,
And
sorry?
we all love him. Callum
Who?
Wilson.
Wilson.
He's also made of glass.
True. No, yeah, true. That's true.
He's another one made of glass. Maxi's
He's
forever
more
pulling
clinical.
something or doing his knee or rolling something. So we have a team of glass, to be fair.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do.
Also, the point around the strength and conditioning of Man City that I heard earlier on Sky Sports, they must have because their muscular injury record is just pretty much non-existent. That's hopefully how our owners and that are looking. We're going to bring the best of everyone in every position over time and be able to
Hopefully.
do that.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
That's
we've
down
just
to
got.
training facilities, isn't it, and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Though. I mean, ours
Yeah.
are.
So to answer
Completely.
Truls' question, and this is why I've always said Dwight Gale is only ever class in the Championship, because if you look at his Crystal Palace record, 64 appearances and only 15 goals, absolutely terrible. Who's coming to the?
I bet it's Annie.
Annie. It is. I don't know why he's popping in at this time of night. Little git.
The answer's no, Annie, go to bed.
Exactly. 109 appearances for Newcastle, 34 goals, and most of them were in the Championship as well.
Yeah.
So there's the stats. I
That's
better
the
bring
reason
his
why I
poor
think if
little
we do
face
go
in.
down,
What do you
keep
want?
him as a squad player.
The one, right, you mentioned Lloyd Kelly, and now I am absolutely ranting because you wanted to annoy me. And now I am.
Annie, you've still got your little caterpillar. Oh, yay!
I came here to talk about Lloyd Kelly, right? Look, he's a good player. He's a good player, but the only criticism I have of him is he struggled to adapt in the Premier League when he was with Bournemouth.
Oh, hi, Jade.
When he was with Bournemouth, and I think he will struggle to adapt. He's a captain there. I don't think Bournemouth will be looking to sell him right now, and no, it won't annoy me. People in the chat.
You look annoyed. You do look a bit rattled, Danny.
Look, he's a Bristol boy, and I miss him. But, right.
I want him now just so I can get his shirt, and I'll put that behind here instead. Whenever you're around, just for you, I'd do it. I would spend that money just for that entertainment. It was so worth it.
I don't think that's worth it, to be honest, because
it really would. Because you're rattled over us just saying his name. So imagine that. That'd be beautiful.
There we go.
I'll go then because you.
Oh, Annie.
Oh, Annie, you might as well stick around for the last 8 minutes now that you're here, just so we can take the mick out that caterpillar on the top lip. November finished, mate. What else is
Why
going
did I
on
do
in
this?
I don't know. I've got no idea, mate.
I think he secretly enjoys it, to be honest.
He does. He loves
I
the
wouldn't mind
banter,
getting
really.
Andreas Weimann, though. He's banging the goals in lately, isn't he?
I like Weimann. I wish he never
like-
went to that league.
He's the Austrian prince.
Oh,
Please.
man,
Just-
no way.
The Austrian
Just on
Prince.
the,
What
on
he
the door,
sings.
on the door too. Right,
Well, that's what we call him.
Anderson's brought it back to 5-4.
It's 5-3 or 5-4.
Yeah.
So just watch.
5-4
Stop
to
telling us
Anderson.
I'm on bloody iPad and behind.
Sorry.
So I want the update. I'm missing it to be here. So
I'll tell you the updates because I'm behind. So it's 5-3 and it's 2-1 in legs. And Peter Wright's got the darts at the moment, but he's on 210. So Anderson stole them at 2-2-1. And he's just about to fire in a 180 to leave 41. We all know what's going to happen because it's 5-4.
Because I've just given away. My bad.
Great leg by Anderson, that one. But 5-4, it's one hell of a game, that now. FA Cup game almost sold out. Gutted because I haven't got my tickets yet, but I can't because the missus is going to go into labour, and if I get a ticket, I won't be able to go. It's just going to be a nightmare. 41 left, hits the one, hits the double top. We're at 5-4. There you go, Jade. There's a good update for you.
Thank you very much for the update.
You're welcome. So, guys, honestly, it's been an unbelievable show so far. We're nearly finished. So if you are new to the show and the channel and you've never seen us before, being idiots like we are, please hit that subscribe button. It's completely free, and we do free prizes for all our subscribers are entered into. As long as you subscribe and you send me a DM on Twitter to say you subscribed, I will send you a ball number and you'll be put into the draw. If you don't tell me you subscribed, I will never know because YouTube don't tell me. They're nightmares. And if you do want to become a paying member, a patriot of the channel, 99p a month, which what that will entitle you to is all paying members will go into a separate prize draw for the bigger prizes. We are going to look to do signed shirts, signed memorabilia, and potential match day tickets as well if we get enough money. I know someone who might be able to get me tickets for boxes and things like that. So we will give out big prizes once or twice a year at least. So it is definitely worth that 99p. It's only equates to like £11.88 a year. Sorry. So, you know, it's definitely worth it. 99p just to listen to us. So yeah, I think we've covered all the players now, and I think we've covered virtually everything. Apparently there's only 7 tickets left. That's incredible for an FA Cup game against Cambridge. You know, that is unbelievable. I am looking to get Cambridge Fan on the channel before the game on Saturday. I was in contact with someone before Christmas. I messaged them today, but they haven't messaged me back. They must have seen this show.
If you see this show, you want to be on it, okay? This show.
Well, you would think so, wouldn't you? And it has been good. They have read the message as well, which is really cheeky of them. But I hope they do come on.
Oh, you got left on red.
Oh, no, I hate that.
I hate that. Nothing worse than being left on red.
Exactly. Ooh. So thanks for the update on the darts from Kat. You're welcome, Kat.
I wonder who the names are that Pete Graves has that we don't know, or he thinks we don't know.
Yes. It's very interesting. Let's finish the show on that. But the last 2 minutes, this could be. So the last 2 minutes.
You've got to let me dream, otherwise I don't have nothing.
No, definitely. So
get Jovic in.
That's a name that's been mentioned quite a lot, though. Billy, pick out 2 names out of the wilderness who you think Pete Greaves could be talking about.
I'm going to say a centre back. I'm going to say Sula from Bayern Munich. We've spoke about him, but he might not have seen that. And
he wouldn't have seen our show, would he? It's Pete Greaves.
No, probably not. And let's say someone from Spain. Let's go with Isco then.
Ooh.
Yes, Billy.
Yes. Come on then, Jade. Who are your 2 random players that Pete Greaves could be talking about?
I'm going to go for Isco. Because his contract's running out. He needs desperate for first team football to get back into the Spanish squad.
Yeah.
And we are desperate for a player in his position. So I'm tipping that one up. And also I'm desperate for a Spanish player. So personal gain as well. So I'm going to go for Isco. And then secondly, I'm just going to throw a weird one out there. I think possibly Insigne.
Ooh.
Isn't Insigne close to joining Toronto?
Yeah, so I was with that.
Yeah, but close. He could be hijacked, couldn't it?
Close, that could be hijacked. A move isn't done until it's done.
Straight move.
He's either him or Icardi. You know, they're both a bit rebellious. They both got attitude problems, but they both score goals. So go in there, throw a few grand at them, and let's get some goals.
That's 2 good names. Dan, can you think of 2 names?
Right. The 2 names I had was Sul and Icardi, so I've just been sidetracked there.
Dan meant Isco there when he said Icardi. Dan.
Yeah. Sorry, with me alphabet.
Is that the double figures for Sinclair's tonight?
It's one of them ones, mate. It was a Sinclair that. Sorry.
He's used to it. Don't worry. Come on then, Mr. Sinclair. Who are your 2 random names? You've got all the footballing brain to pick out 2 random names that Pete Greaves could be talking about.
Okay.
Players we've never mentioned.
It was a wild guess, but it's not going to happen. But Kessie,
Right.
Milan.
Yeah.
He's a
Great player.
Out of contract at the end of the season, by the way, but
Yeah.
getting quickly. And I'm gonna go with either two. I'm gonna say Isco, and I'm gonna say Icardi.
Ooh, good names.
Yes.
Right, this should be really
Even the
interesting.
chat agrees with me. Even Richard threw Isco's name out there.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
He's coming.
Come on, Lloyd.
I will be the first in the
Kelly.
queue for that shit, I'm telling you.
I bet you will. The caterpillar lip, if he's still there, because he's hiding behind his avatar.
Right, let me think.
On Newcastle signing two very obscure names, and let's stay away
Well,
from
there can be League One players now in Annie.
There'll probably be Sunderland players as well.
Right, let me think. Danny Simpson, Chris Martin.
Oh, Jesus.
And there we are.
On a serious note?
Serious note. Echo. Kieran Trippier.
Oh, wow.
And
Kieran Trippier. Well, no, that's not obscure. We know Kieran Trippier's coming. So
right,
two players that
peak
leagues that we've never spoke about. Who do you think it could be? Ollie Watkins. There we go. There's a player.
You know what? This is completely random, and a player from the Championship, but he's doing really well. I'm not lying. He's been linked with Newcastle as cover for Callum Wilson. Elijah Adebayo from Luton. Do you know that really long name I put?
Yeah.
It's him.
Yeah. Okay.
And you know what? Let's go with Idrissa Gueye, because I
was going to mention him. I was going to mention him.
Yeah, I think he's quite.
So just to give you an update on the darts, because it's very important.
It is.
Anderson has broke throw, and he's now 2-1 up in legs. But Peter Wright has stolen the darts off him in this leg because he's hit a 180 start with, and Anderson hasn't really found a big treble. And Peter Wright is definitely stolen the darts now. So it could go back to 2-2, back on throw, and Wright could be thrown for the game.
I've got it live.
Anderson's just hit a 180 just to throw that back in my face. So he's left himself a 170 finish. Peter Wright's on 230. He's just whacked in a treble. Leaving 170. He's whacked in another treble to leave 110. He's whacked in another treble to leave 50. So Anderson's got 170. There's the first 20. Oh, he's just hit the wire. This is interesting. Who's put there? Donny from Glenton FC, Dallas from Leeds. Dallas, there's a good player. Oh, he's hit a 3. He's hit a treble 1. So he's left himself 87. Peter Wright to clean up on 50 to put it back on throw. 18 to leave double 16. He's missed. That's a bad dart as well. It's lying funny. Oh, he's missed. He's inside the 16. So he's left 16, double 8 when he comes back. But Anderson's got 87 to finish. Treble 17, double 18. Let's see if he goes that way. He does. He's hit the 17, 60 for 20. Oh. He's miscounted. He left double. I thought he miscounted there.
No, the scoreboard people, the cameraman did.
The cameraman did, right. So the camera was completely wrong. So double 4 for Wright, second dart. In 2-2, back on throw. So Peter Wright is now throwing for the match. Come on, Matthew. Darts is good. This is why.
Agreed with Matthew. I agree.
There's some good players there, Isco and Dabiola that were mentioned.
Another one's contract runs out in the summer. It's Dybala's.
Yeah.
It's another one.
Yeah, he's a talented lad. I'll rate this guy.
I love him. I love Dybala.
Brilliant. Class.
There you go. Someone's ahead of me and telling me he needs 116 for the match. He's just hit a 180.
You ruined the stream.
And he got it.
I know. He's just ruined the whole stream. Has he got it, has he?
Got it.
Unbelievable.
6-4 to Wright. They were both hit 180s to start with as well. Trull's just falling asleep.
That was a great finish.
I've fallen asleep.
My daughter
as well.
wants Cody. I think a lot of people want Cody, but he won't come till the summer. Let's wrap that up.
January.
We've been on for 2 hours, guys. I don't want to keep you any longer. We could talk about this football all night. It's been an absolute fantastic show. Before we go, I've just got to put it back up again. You know, if you're new to the channel and you're watching for the first time, please hit that subscribe button. It really helps us a lot. And this will help us even more because when we get to 100 paying members, we will start giving away free prizes. We've only just started doing it and we're into double figures already, which is incredible. So if you do want to be a paying member, please do so. It will help us a lot. And obviously the super chat is there if you want to donate very quickly before we leave. But I would really prefer people to be paying members, because then we can give you prizes and give you a chance to win something for your money, because that's what we want to do. We like giving things back on this channel. Couple of comments there, just very quickly. Great show. Nanite from Matthew to Matthew. Cheers all. Good show. It's been a great show, guys.
Baz, can I plug the championship show as well before you go?
Of course you can. Of course you can.
Right, so we've got the championship show every Sunday 6 p.m. You can check that out with me and Simon. We've got the champ roundup on Twitter. You can follow that as well for exclusive in the know championship news. You can follow us there. Rumors, all sorts of banter and stuff like that. So join us every Sunday 6 p.m. We've just had the show today as well. So Matthew, that is
and you did a great job there, Annie, at plugging your show, mate.
You did.
Yeah, it was.
Put it out on Twitter. I'll retweet it for you.
The Bumfluff Man. That's what you got to change your name to. That's got to be your at the Bumfluff Man at the championship. At the championship, Blumfluff Man. Yeah.
Honestly, you dominated the championship with Houghton and Rafa. Now you're
Yes, I love it. But yeah, the championship show is great. I really wanted it on the channel because the championship is a great league. I know a lot of people don't watch the football, but there is some great teams in there. You know, we were part of it twice under Ashley, and there's still some good teams down there that deserve to be in the Premier League. What?
Matthew's comment.
All right. It's going to crawl away. He just needs to put a bit of milk on it and the cattle come and lick it up.
One day you're going to be a beautiful butterfly, Annie.
Don't go.
Come November, you'll be laughing, mate. Don't worry about it.
But yeah, so please tune into Sunday. It's always at 6 o'clock. It's the championship show. It's great. Billy, are you free on Tuesday night to host the Premier League one? Because I'm not.
I've got a date.
You've got a date.
I've got a date.
You're putting
brown chicken, brown cat.
No, wait a minute. Bros before hoes, mate.
I've not had a date for so long. It's definitely time for a bit of action.
Oh, someone's got to hammer you on Monday night for this now. They definitely have to. So I tell you what could happen then. Jade, do you want to host the Premier League roundup on a Tuesday night?
No.
You have access to it.
No.
Damn it, this is going so well.
What time are we looking at?
Whatever time you want it to be on.
How about 3:30 in the morning when I get in?
So
If you do it early, I can do it, I think.
Billy, if you do it early, I can join you.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm actually free Tuesday, so I can.
I'm out till 8 o'clock, so let's say 6. It'll only be a short show, won't it?
Yeah, it'll only be an hour. Perfect. And then we're going to do a joint one with the championship guys for the FA Cup roundup, because I think that'd be a good one to do. That'd be a good laugh. What else we got on, Billy? We've got Carly Booth hopefully on the 5th of January. She's coming on, and a professional women's golfer to talk golf. I know a lot of people don't like golf, but you might just want to tune in to see Carly, to be fair. Who else we got?
John, you need to watch that.
Yeah, John, you'll be John's new love. John can never have enough.
What time's it on, man?
6:30 on the 5th of January.
Right.
There's loads coming up. We've got a boxing show coming back with Ian, who will be brilliant once he gets the hang of it. He's had a bit of a rough time, and I'm glad he's still sticking to it. Linda's going to do some more yoga stuff very soon as well. I've given her a task of doing 18 shows, doing 30-minute yoga classes targeting certain areas of your body to help you get more flexible. John, you will have a bit of that. Yeah, you need a bit of that, Billy, if you're going on a date, but John's already got all of that in the package. We've got the Gallagher girls as well.
Wednesday night.
On the Wednesday night as well. Can't wait for that at 8 o'clock. That's going to be amazing. There's just so much going on. So just keep checking out the channel. Hit the notification button. We're always on. There's always something. And Yeah, John, what's coming up on your channel, pal? We've got another
Right,
half an hour for you.
Okay. I'll tell you in about 36 if I can. Tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m. I'm going to do a call-in. So if you've got any Newcastle, got anything you want to say about Newcastle, phone up, have your say, and talk about Newcastle, about your season, transfers, anything you want to talk about Newcastle and this season so far. On Tuesday, I'm doing a live stream at 7 o'clock with Devils United Maisie on the transfer roundup, if that's okay. And
I don't know. Is it okay, John?
It's your channel, my man. You do what you want.
Exactly. You do what you want.
I know. It's Lacey's idea, not my idea, but she's gone on mine. So at 7 o'clock, 7:15 on Tuesday. And also, after that's finished, I will be on the Football Agenda show at 8:30 with Chris.
Very, very good. Dan, do you have anything in the pipeline of what you're doing, or are you just the man in the background for the NCL Twitter handle?
I'm just sitting here like just taking it all in. I'm just taking it every little bit of information I can get me. I'm just looking forward to it. I just can't wait for January. I'm going to be sitting here looking after the kids as I do most days.
Brilliant.
And then leaving Sky Sports on once the Dodgers is finished, to be fair, seeing if I was coming in the pipeline, but no doubt I'll be keeping up on Twitter, as I see, keep talking shite like I normally do, and probably giving a few harsh opinions of certain things that people don't like, but that's me, and that's how I'll always be. So lovers or haters, here I am.
Brilliant. Absolutely love it. Well, thanks for coming on. I know it was last minute, and thanks for sticking up for us on that little bit of a Twitter troll, which was quite funny. But yeah, it was good to get you on and meet you in person. What sort of person? Virtual person. But yeah, I'll pop you all in the background and I'll finish the show off, guys. Thanks for coming on, everyone.
Thank you. Peace out.
So there we go. Another great show on World of Sport TV on Bazati's and UFC part of the channel. See, I've gone all fuzzy, being big on the background. Again, I'll throw it up there really quickly. Please hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. It really does help us grow. And we're one of the fastest, smallest growing channels on YouTube. It's amazing. 99p to be a member. And big prizes will be made available. I promise you that, because we like to give things back. But from World of Sport TV, thanks for sticking with us for 2 hours. 180 watching at one point, which is the biggest figures we've ever had. We hope we can continue that across all the other shows that we do, and I hope you enjoy them. But from now, we'll see you very soon.